Oh, yeah. What is up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I always forget to put my hat on, but here we go. Welcome, 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 everybody, to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I already see some people rolling in. Some wonderful familiar faces. We have Jennifer Armstrong here. Happy Monday, Jake. Happy Monday to you, Jennifer. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Welcome, welcome. Lisa's complete randomness. I love it. What's up, Lisa? Welcome, welcome. Hi, everyone. Just watched the Lethal Collective stream, and now we're here. Well, welcome to the KillJoy Jake stream. We're going to have a crazy time tonight. Absolutely crazy. Very crazy. Fun. The only word I can think of is crazy right now, so it's going to get crazy. What's up, Amber? Welcome, welcome to the stream. I like the background of your profile picture. It looks like my hat. Huh. What do you know? I think fate farted on the Collective stream, probably. That man is full of gas. Yo, what's up, Jake? I'm so excited for Halloween Ends and Scream 6. Me too, Johnny. Oh, Johnny, we're on the same wavelength right now. I'm feeling it. Feeling it, man. What's up, Jason Dyer? What, Jake? Great Terrifier 2 video update today. Can't wait for tomorrow. Jason, you don't have to yell. No, I'm totally kidding. Jason, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Terrifier 2 video was a lot of fun to make today. I'm so, man, I can't wait for tomorrow. We got that trailer come tomorrow. We might talk a little bit about that as well. My cord is all tangled up. That's no fun. You know what? It's just we're gonna leave it tangled. That's what I say. Larissa's here. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's it hanging? Ethan is here as well. This music makes me want to crump like Hayden Panettiere and bring it on. Good. Then get it going. Get the dance moves flowing is what I say. What's up, Angie? How's it hanging? How's it hanging? Welcome to the stream. Ronnie Burns is here as well. Locked is here. Another channel member. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Michael Joe. What's up, Michael Joe? Hi, Jake. Hi, Michael Joe. 2 first names. I love it. What's up, James Leclerc? What's up? What's up? What's up? What did you think of Happy Death Day to you? I liked it a lot, actually. Could have been a little more kills, but still a good movie. I enjoy it, too. I like it. I kind of loses the horror edge to me. It's not bad. I like it, though, still. Could it have been a crazier sequel? Yes, I think. But I still really enjoyed it. I agree. I actually like the new characters. For the life of me, I can't remember the girl's name, but the girl from Texas Chainsaw 2022 is in that movie. I really like her character. She doesn't have too much screen time or anything, but she's good. The rest of the cast is great in that movie. It's very funny, but like I said, just they kind of forgot to be a horror movie. They tried to do a mystery again with a brand new killer. It doesn't really land for me, but I dig it. I dig it. It's fun. It's a sick movie, as they say. But yes, getting the KillJoy Jake music bopping because we're past the intro at this point. Welcome, one and all, to the stream tonight. We're talking a little bit about just Scream, a little bit about Halloween. We got some set photos to discuss, which if you have not seen my new video that I just posted, literally just, was it a fucking hour ago? I don't even know, man. Holy shit. Like, it won't tell me what time I posted it, but recently, I just posted a little video talking about some brand new set photos, which we talked about on Craven Something Scary stream, last night? Was that last night? You know what? Time is a relative thing. Time is something that doesn't even make sense to me anymore. I am sleeping and working constantly every single day, so I don't even know what the fuck is going on anymore, but I will say this, Chris from Montreal is, from Discover Montreal, he is from Montreal, but, Chris from Discover Montreal got some very awesome pictures. Massive shout out to him. He is a really awesome guy. It was really nice meeting him and chatting with him the other night on Craven's stream, and we got some really cool pictures from him from the Scream 6 set. They should be wrapping up here on Friday for filming, which is exciting. We'll be done filming. I'll probably do a little video talking about just overall thoughts on the production so far on this coming Friday, as well as a review of The Invitation, which I'm really excited for. So if you guys want to see that review and a little Scream 6 video followed by afterwards, hey, who knows? But talking about just a few things, just a recap from the video, some of the bigger things. We have this picture from Montreal. It's Hank's steady hands. And if you are like, who the hell is Hank and why does his steady hands matter? Well, I am assuming that this is an homage to Mr. Hank Loomis, a father figure of one Billy Loomis. So this is probably just an homage to that. And I see a lot of people commenting saying like, oh, maybe he's coming back. Maybe Hank comes back. I don't know, man. I'm kind of a meh. I'm kind of a no to that. That would also imply that maybe, he could be the killer. And man, making the dad the killer now. I mean, that's just way too close to Scream 2. Like, if they make a dad killer or a mom killer, a mom character the killer, which is a lot of kuh sounds. I'm not a fan of that, but like if they make Hank Loomis the killer, that's the most egregious thing, the closest to Scream 2 that they could possibly go. I don't know, man. I'm kind of just like, okay, let's not get too close to that. Marcus is here. What's up, Marcus? What's up? What's up? How's it going, man? Thinks Kirby is working at Jill's flower shop. Ooh, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Yeah, meta and ironic. By the way, love the beat my friend got me juking up in here. Hell yeah, dog. I got to meet Marcus for the first time at Monster Mania. He's a great dude. We had a very fun night after the after the con too. Can't get into too much of that, but we had it was crazy. Had did a little bit of partying. It was awesome. But yeah, no, Marcus, I'm gonna have to have you on the stream sometime, man. We'll have to talk movies and all that. It was a good time. Good time. So welcome. Time is nuts. It's hard to tell what's going on when you're doing a bunch of stuff. I feel that, Ronnie. Holy crap, man. Dude. It's been insane recently, but staying on track with the topic of conversation here, because I am kind of doing a live video right now. Why the fuck not? You know, I got my conch, my legally safe conch that I'm drinking because I can't say the other thing. But another thing we got from these new set pictures, once again via Chris from Discover Montreal, was this right here, Jill's flower shop that Marcus so perfectly set up for me. Thank you for that. Here's the alley-oop. Jill's flower shop. What the fuck is going on here? Well, man, I kind of agree with Marcus. I think it's got to be some kind of connection to Kirby. This could, sure, like, at the end of the day, this could just be homage to that. Jill's a very popular killer. Obviously, she's played by Emma Roberts, a really prolific actress, super popular right now, especially. So if they wanted to just do like, just a little bit of an homage to these past characters, to Hank, we've already seen homages to like a bunch of different characters. If it was like Nightmare on Elm Street characters, Nancy from that one picture, then yeah, that's probably what it is. That's probably the extent of it. But it could also be like what Marcus was saying, some kind of connection to Kirby, because there's been a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation as well on some kind of connection to Scream 4. Bringing back Kirby is kind of a big thing because she was presumed dead for the longest time. And now she's alive. She's alive in this universe. She's going to be in this new movie. Does that affect the plot in any way? Like, is something in Scream 4, did something happen in Scream 4 that we didn't know about until now that affects the overall plot of this new film? I would say they have to do something like that. Like, come on, that would just be really cool, I think. And if they weren't bringing back Kirby, I would say no, like, we don't need to do some weird connection to Scream 4, but now with the inclusion of this character, I think it would be cool if there was something about that night we didn't know about that changes the entire viewpoint of Scream 4, something we did like that would just like retroactively change that movie and be like, oh my god, like all this is crazy. I actually think it would be cool to see a let me find this picture real quick. I think it would actually be cool if we did a scene at the hospital from the ending of Scream 4. What was Kirby doing at the hospital? Like, so she was brought there, presumably, is what I would guess. And maybe we get a scene of what she was doing at the hospital while Jill was going and trying to kill Sydney still. Because we have this picture as well. It's this tiny, tiny set. What could this be? It's a one room. And it was something I was thinking about after I made my video today. I didn't even talk about this. Was what the hell is what is this? What is this set? I could not speculate as to what it was. There was 2 other set pictures that we got recently where I'm like, oh, this is clearly a house. This is clearly an apartment or something along those lines. Nothing crazy. This could be a hospital room though, theoretically. We can't see inside of whatever this big thing is. Could it be a hospital room? Could it be Kirby's hospital room from so many years ago? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm just some idiot on the internet saying things. So what the fuck do I know? But what I'm saying is I think that would be pretty sick. I think that would be pretty cool if we did a flashback to then. Because I've been on this like trains talking about like, well, let's have it pick up right after Kirby getting stabbed in her backyard. You know what I mean? Like let's do that. Let's go right there and then like let's pick up a scene. But realistically, all they could do with that is just show a bunch of like people coming out of an ambulance, picking her up, putting her on a stretcher, taking her away to the hospital. The real action, I think, would actually be at the hospital. Expand on this scene from that expand on that scene from the last movie. I think that could be cool. I personally, that's kind of what I think would work the best and could show us something about Kirby we did not know until now. Maybe there's something else about her character that we still need to find out that could affect her plotline in Scream 6. I think that would be really fun personally, but if we don't do flashbacks, I'm also okay with that. We'll have to see though. I hope they do something along those lines, and the whole Jill Easter egg is really making me think there's going to be some kind of connection to 4. I hope so. I personally think that would really work. James is saying, I really disliked all the comedy in Scream 2022. We needed more kills. It just kind of lost me after Scream 4. Like, I watched all 4 up until 5 and was disappointed in 5. The first 4 Scream movies are very funny, though. That's my thing, James. I don't know. They're very goofy movies. You know, they're not exactly like... I don't know. Like, Scream is scary at points, but I think the focus of it is to be a little more like relatable to like the teen audience. So it is that like all the movies are goofy. I feel like if Scream 2022 was more serious, that would be just a really weird shift in tone. And yeah, Lewis is saying Scream 4 is way more comedic than 5. I totally wholeheartedly agree. Like, Scream 4 tries to shove a meta joke into every single scene, and it does not work half the time, which is unfortunate. I don't know. Scream 4 I love it. Like, it's my favorite sequel, but it does have its issues. Like, every single scene has to have some kind of meta joke, and only half of them land. I think meta humor only really works when it's done sparingly, like in little doses. But I don't know, man. Scream 5, actually, I kind of agree with you, Lewis, here. I think it's probably one of the more serious films in the entire franchise, personally. Especially 3. Yes, especially 3. Yeah, 3 is probably the goofiest movie. But yeah, 4 is also there. 5 had more balanced humor like 1 and 2. I agree. I think the tone for 5 was one of the best parts of it. I do have some problems plot-wise with the 5th film, probably more than any of the other movies, but I still really enjoy it. I think Scream 2022 is cool. It's not my favorite from the franchise, but it's also not my least favorite. Kind of right in the middle for me. I'm kind of like, hey, you know, has its problems, but it's good. I enjoy it. Ben, keep me awake at your second job. I'm sorry. Well, that's no fun. I hope that my my rants and just me going completely nuts is hopefully that's enjoyable to you. Hopefully you're vibing with that, Ben Gunn. Hold up, Jake talking about adding hospital scenes? What is this world coming to? Where is Jake and who the fuck are you? Is what Jason is saying to me. Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy. That's the one hospital scene I can get behind, is more Kirby. What the fuck was she doing at the end? The other thing about 4 that I don't love is that hospital scene. I think it's really goofy, and I just don't think it works. But I really think that if you wanted to retroactively fix that in Scream 6, you could. You have an opportunity to do that. This movie is said to be much like, you know, the risk it all approach that Matt and Tyler are talking about. I think that if they're going to do something like that, they can connect it to a past film. They can connect it to 4. And I'd be okay with that. I said in my video today, I'm like, why this franchise is a weird obsession with like trying to make everything connect, where I feel like not everything does have to connect. You can tell an isolated story in this franchise if you really wanted to. And I feel like that would actually help some of these later sequels that are trying to do this like connection thing. 5 gets a little convoluted, you know, like Scream 2022 does get a little convoluted. It's trying to make everything connect. You have characters who are direct descendants of, or not even direct descendants, just in the same lineage as certain characters from the original Scream. And I personally feel like they didn't need to do that, even though it is cool. And I like some of the characters that they presented to us, but I just don't feel like it was 100% necessary to make it. Not everything has to connect. You know, sometimes you can just tell an isolated story. And with 6, I hope the only thing that they really connected to, that they really like have some kind of weird thing from the past come up again, is Kirby's backstory. That I'm okay with. Give an explanation as to why Nev's not there, and you know, show Gail going through like some kind of really depressive state or something where she's just still upset about Dewey's death. Cool. Yeah, that works for me. But we don't have to bring back the Loomis family. The Loomis clan does not have to show up in this movie, I don't think. It doesn't really seem like it means all that much to Sam Carpenter. So I feel like they can just do their own thing with this movie while keeping Kirby's backstory being that connection. Because that's something that a lot of people do like. But I don't know. To me, I think this movie would do like it would just be so much better. I think if they just tried to do their own thing, start up a brand new story, and not make anything connect to the past. Because like I love those movies. I love Scream 1 through 4. They're great movies, and they're so much fun. I'll be watching them till the end of my days. But I just don't think we need to connect everything back to those killers. Like, to make it a little more plausible, show us some new killers come with brand new motives. That's the one thing I think Scream 2022 tried, but ultimately failed, because I feel like the motive doesn't really work for me all that much. But I also don't hate it though. Like, it's not the worst attempt at a motive I think that these movies have done. So, we'll just have to see what they do with Scream 6, what direction they take with it. This is the middle part of what I'm assuming is a trilogy. So I think it should be good. I think it should be dope. I hope. Man, I got my fingers crossed. Marcus is talking about a very hilarious thing that happened at Monster Mania, which was great. I thought you said Camden. That goes down. Tell Sierra I said hello. I hope she's doing well. That was so much fun hanging out with all of y'all. That was great. Camden. Inside jokes. Aren't they great? No one else gets it. Extron is saying, I agree, Jake, that the Tabby character from Pretty Little Liars was kind of annoying. I didn't say she was annoying. I just said she had a few lines of dialogue I didn't like. And they tried to make her a Randy type character, but she didn't hit the landing at times. Okay, I agree with you there. I think she's honestly one of my favorite characters from Pretty Little Liars. But the writing on that show is just not phenomenal. It's a little too cheesy in your face, but I do appreciate a lot of the homages the new Pretty Little Liars show is doing, like, for different horror like movies and shows. They're doing a lot of little cool connections to like, especially like Scream and Halloween for sure. But I don't know, man. Some of the writing is a little like, oh my God, okay, we get it. Like, horror reference after horror. Like, half of the stuff that comes out of that character's mouth is horror references. But I will say there is a nice little subplot with her and one of her managers at work, which is written really well, I think. And that's really cool. Whenever they got something like that going on, it's like, okay, this is some well-written drama. Cool. But then she'll throw in these lines where it's just like really cheesy, over the top. Oh my God, they're totally doing a Pet Cemetery. And it's like, dude, anyone could write that kind of dialogue where it's like just a horror nerd comparing it to some movie they've seen, and everyone's like, what are you talking about, dork? It's just like, dude, I've seen that like in 100 different things. Scream kind of cracked open that little can of worms, and now it's just been going full like geyser after that. People overdo it, I think, with the Randy stuff. And that's the thing about Randy that's so great. It's just a touch, you know? Yes, in his scenes, he is going overboard with the horror stuff, but it's just the right amount, in my opinion. It's just the right amount of Randy, that if there was any more of him, it would be too much. But it's just the right amount in that original Scream, and his performance also really serves that too. He's fucking phenomenal. Jamie Kennedy's amazing in that film as well. So there's a lot of things that have to align for that type of character to work in a like a Scream type thing, like how Pretty Little Liars is. So I don't know, that's just my whack opinion, I guess. But I'm still gonna check it out. I see T. Parker Evans is saying it's a lot better than the original seasons. Okay, interesting. Seasons 5 through 7, believe me. See, I've also never seen that before. I've had a lot of people tell me that Pretty Little Liars is typically a slow burn. That's what I've had a lot of people tell me that. So that's why I'm like, okay, you know, I'll check it out. But a lot of people have also been saying like, oh, but the whole show is character development and has like a big twist at the end. So I don't know. I'm considering. I don't know if I'm like gonna finish it or not, but I'll try. If I have some time, I'll try to get through it. Do you agree that Scream 3 had this classic cheesy 80s slasher feel to it? I don't know if it felt 80s, but it does feel cheesy. Scream 3 had this cheesy Friday the 13th feel to it, like how those movies had. That's tough, because I think some of the plot points are definitely like cheesy 80s slasher. Like, sure, like the house blowing up and all that is pretty goofy, but the movie feels so late 90s. Like, it feels so late 90s, so early thousands. I think if there's any horror movie that is the most, I keep using this word, but the most like egregiously early thousands, it's Scream 3, in my opinion. It's so goofy and it's so over the top. Maybe more than any of those types of movies like at the time too. It would be really tough for me to think of something that was even like more crazier than that. Urban Legend definitely feels a little bit that way, but the whole franchise kind of has that vibe to it. So it works there, but with Scream 3, I think a lot of people appreciate it for being so different, and if that's your jam, if like cheesy horror's your jam, Scream 3 is all for you. But it's like, it's a movie that's definitely grown on me, but I just don't love. Like, it's still good, I still enjoy it, but I like it better than Scream 2, I will say that. I think Scream 3 is more enjoyable to me than Scream 2, but I don't know, man. It's an odd one. It's not for everybody, for sure. Craven is here. What's up, Craven? Something scary. What's up, Steven? How's it going? No shunting on this stream, please. Could you imagine if a bunch of like horror YouTubers all got together and like morphed their flesh together on stream? How fucked would that be, man? Oh, if you guys have not seen Society, by the way, an absolute banger. And the shunting is one of my favorite. It's truly one of my favorite scenes in a horror movie ever. Just real quick, I'm gonna be a dork and show this off. I have the Arrow video release of this, of Society. I fucking love this movie so much. I watch this probably like once a year. I haven't watched that since the movie, the 24-hour movie marathon we did, but I fucking love this movie. They just did a watch party of it, so they just saw it for the first time. If you guys have not seen this, I highly recommend it. Oh my god, it's such a good movie. And this collection is great too. It's got a DVD and a Blu-ray, which is nice. And like a little booklet, which I like little booklets. You know, listen, if I'm gonna buy physical media, give me all that weird shit. I'm up for it. Oh, okay, but real quick. Yeah, y'all want to talk about a show that's fucking banging? American Horror Stories. Listen, I liked season 1. I think season 1 was great and it was fun. But season 2 has been unbelievably consistent. I think I've been through the first 3 episodes, so I can speak to that. I don't know if it's dipped a little bit in the next 2 episodes, but man, dude, the first 3 episodes are great. Like, they're so fun. Dollhouse has definitely been my favorite, but all 3 of them are great in my opinion. So if you guys aren't watching that, if you're kind of like iffy about American Horror Story, like how I am, it's pretty hit or miss for me. I think some seasons are great, some seasons are like nearly unwatchable for me. But this has been a blast. American Horror Stories was a really good idea, and it's sick. So. Hey, that's okay, Cody. That's all right. If you can make it happen, I'd appreciate that. But you know, if that's also not the case, if you just can't do it this month, that's all good. Whatever works, Cody. I just appreciate the support, dude. So thank you. Thank you. Katie is here too. I have not said hello to Katie. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. She is speaking some massive truth. So there you go. Gangster Bro is saying American Horror Story only kept me interested with the circus and a little bit with the hotel. I would recommend, if you have not seen seasons 2 or 3, actually seasons 1, 2, and 3 are the best in my opinion. If you have not seen that, definitely those first 3 seasons are great. I love 1984 too. A lot of people think that's their favorite season. I think it's really well written. It's really fun. Emma Roberts in a slasher season of television. It's awesome. It's great. So season 10 was like, I loved the first half. The second half was unwatchable. It's kind of funny how double feature was like everything that American Horror Story like kind of is. It's like sometimes it's great, sometimes it's unwatchable. It's interesting. I thought that was kind of perfect actually with season 10. I'm like, this perfectly encapsulates what this show is, I think, and that's cool. So and then there, you know, like I think I want to say season 8 was like, I couldn't even get through it. Season 6, 7, and 8, I watched like 2 episodes of both of all 3 of those seasons. I couldn't do it. But I don't know, man. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So you always got to try it out, I guess. So that's just how some shows are. Hotel was kind of a miss for me. Lady Gaga's character was fucking awesome, and I just didn't care for anybody else, honestly. I don't know. That's just me, though. You know, obviously everyone has a different opinion, and this is a safe space, everyone. So go ahead, post your crazy opinions here, and as long as you're not being a dick, you will be supported. What's up, Charlie Greer? What's up? I caught you guys talking about Original Sin in the Collective. I personally loved it. It could have used more kills, but I liked that it focused more on story and character development. You know, Charlie, that's what I liked about it at first, too, but at some point, you do have to, like, get into the horror, you know? Like, I agree. I think doing the first 2 episodes as character development was awesome, but season 2 ends with something I won't spoil, a big horror moment, and you're like, oh, cool, this is crazy. And then right after that, it's almost like that to me was the spark to start with the horror shit. And I'm like, okay, nice touch. You took your time, with the characters, really got to know everybody. Nobody's a shallow character at all. Everyone's really well written. But then I thought they were really going to start getting into the horror stuff a little more with episode 3, and they didn't. And that's kind of why I stopped watching it, because it's like they just revert right back to where they were at the beginning of season 1 is how I feel, like with the character development, trying to do a bunch more much more stuff with the characters. And I don't know, man. I think there's definitely an audience for that, of people who want to see like every little bit of things that happens to characters and how it affects literally everybody. If you are into that kind of thing, this show is for you for sure. But I don't think I don't need to see every single everyone's reaction to the same thing. And that's what this show focuses on heavily, and that's my one thing about it, man. I'm like, okay, like we get it, man. All we needed to see was like the main character's reaction to that stuff, and we could have moved past it. But this show focuses so much on the characters, and I have to admit, impressive writing for character development, sure. But I need a little bit more horror in my horror TV show, Like if this was just a teen drama, okay, hey, this is great writing, but I need some kills, baby. I need some blood. I need some gore. I love me some good character development, but yeah. James, I have not seen the Exorcist show, but I hear it's phenomenal and that it got canceled way too early. I've heard so many good things about it. I got to watch it eventually. So in preparation for the new movies, I will probably try to watch the show if I have time. That's my thing, though. This has been a theme on the streams. Time. No one who has time nowadays. The Night Watch Zone is here. What's up? How's it going, man? I'm here for the Jake voice intros. The Night Watch Zone. We had some fun times on the other stream. It was great. The Night Watch Zone and Craven Something Scary have streams tonight, by the way. Make sure to pop into their streams and say hello. These guys are big friends of the channels and fellow Lethal Collective brothers. So make sure to check out their pages. Some good stuff. Some good stuff over there. Finally made it in. It's pouring down here in Texas. Oh, it finally stopped raining here in Ohio. It's been fucking crazy here the past couple days. It just has not stopped raining. We got rained out of a shoot. We were gonna finish up filming for Red Right Hand, and we got rained out. We had a pickup shot we had to do outside, and we just have not been able to do it because it literally just stopped raining today. So unfortunate, very unfortunate. What's up, Kane? How's it going? What's up? Welcome to the stream. I thought this said. Not that one. Wait. I thought this said True Milk for a second, and I was like, the fuck is that? Is milk a lie? Has milk been a lie this whole time? It doesn't actually come from cows? What? I've been lied to my whole life. I must seek retribution. Oh my god. I used to have to fast forward through the intros of. Oh man, the music would give me goosebumps and My favorite part of American Horror Story is the intro, and I don't even care how weird or controversial that is. I fucking love the intros to American Horror Story. I will say, my one thing about that show is sometimes the advertisements are cooler than the actual season. Like, honestly, that's how I feel. The Apocalypse promotion, like how they promoted that show, I was like, this is going to be the best season of the show ever. And it's very underwhelming, in my opinion. It's just like... Okay, the first 2 episodes of Apocalypse are fucking awesome, and then it's one of those shows that, once again, just a little too much character development. You didn't need to go that deep into it, but I hear that season gets better towards the end. So there's a connection to Coven, apparently. I didn't watch that far into it, but I don't know, man. Some of these shows, like, they all have potential. Some of them have potential, but no. But sometimes they just don't stick the landing, which is unfortunate. Milk equals Mike. I'm just messing with you, Mike. What's up, Mike? How you doing? What's up? I just wanted to go on a rant about milk. Is that a crime? is that a crime? What's wrong with that? Big fan, love you, man. Long time watcher, first time caller. Fuck friends, horror movies for life. Fuck yeah, dog. I love it. Good shit, man. Well, thanks for stopping by, D Gray 2021. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Jake is back. I meant me. I'm Jake. Well, hello, fellow Jake. Welcome to the stream, another Jake. There are too many Jakes in this world, God. And I'm one of them too, Jake, fun fact, Jake was the most popular name for babies in 1998, the year of my birth. So there you go. There you go. Too many Jakes. I love it. Hey, Jake, what's up? Just got out of work, and are they still making I Know You Did Last Summer series? No, that got canceled. I'll be honest, I think that show had potential, but I just wasn't, I was not into it. I wish I liked it more. I wish I did. I did a video on it. I was like, oh yeah, okay, it starts off all right, but it's just like, it's Euphoria with some kills every now and then. I don't know, man. Yeah, a lot of these teen horror shows are kind of forgetting the horror aspect. And like, listen, I'm down for that. I'm down for that type of storytelling, but you gotta throw in some kills in there. You can't call yourself a slasher series and then not show me any slashing. A lot of these series are forgetting about that, like you can make a good teen drama show with horror elements to it. It is possible. It's been done before. I think seasons 1 and 2 of the Scream TV series are phenomenal. Okay, maybe phenomenal is a bit of a stretch, but I really like those first 2 seasons. Those are good. Yes, I do like it. I like seasons 1 and I like seasons 1 and 2. I'll say that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think that like it's possible to make a good teen drama horror slasher show, but I would say 90% of them are not good though. So when something does stand out, it's like, oh, hey, sick, awesome. I've seen that. I tried to watch that show Slasher once, and like I just could not get into that. I don't know. It just wasn't. The snow season had some fucking awesome kills, I thought, but the story was like atrocious, man. I don't know. And I'll stop shitting on things, but I'll stop shitting on things because I got to stop with that. Positivity and love. Speaking of which, Scream666, a awesome Instagram account, sent me some of their merch today. Make sure to check out their Instagram page and check them out. Why not? Go get some merch. Get this cool shirt. Look at that. And maybe you're like, holy shit, Jake, what if you had some cool shirts? Well, guess what, buddy? I do got some cool shirts. Look at that. You can buy that, this one, or that one. That's the names of them. That's the names of those shirts. This one, that one, and Ghost Boy. The Ghost Boy shirt. Go ahead, check it out on the KillJoy Jake shop. Self-promotion done. Self-promoting over. Scream Queens was good. I haven't heard it. I have not watched it, but I hear it's phenomenal. Most people say it's great. So this is probably one of those outliers that I was just talking about. So... Oh, I did not like the Fear Street movies. Too many... What? Oh, yeah, I'm not going to put that on screen. Do you think Kirby is being promoted just to get tickets sold? Great question. Or do you think she will play an important role in Scream 6? I think she has to play an important role in Scream 6. I think it's very, very important for that to happen. Or otherwise, I feel like that might just be the case. I hope not. I really hope they weren't like, they got wind of the Nev Campbell situation a little early and were like, what the fuck do we do? Hey, let's call Hayden Panettiere. She'll do the movie. That would be great. Man, I'm telling you, it would be a missed opportunity. It would be a missed opportunity. It would be a real missed opportunity if they didn't do something with that. I will say, once again, if there is people in the chat who are struggling with some things in their lives, I am unfortunately not equipped to handle those things, and I would recommend, actually looking for professional help if you are someone that needs those things. It's something that affects everybody. It's not something that you should be ashamed of or anything like that. If you're dealing with something and it's something that's stressing you out, do find help. There are places for that, for people you can talk to who are professional and equipped with those kind of things. I am unfortunately not that person. So make sure if you are feeling some depressed sort of way in whatever you are feeling, absolutely there are people you can find, the suicide hotline, anything along those lines. Make sure to look those up though. If I had it on hand, I would put it on screen, but I would recommend if that's how you're feeling, then to look that up. You'd love Scream Queens, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, and Jamie Lee Curtis and Keke Palmer, I almost forgot about them, are in that show as well. Yes, I've seen like bits of it. I know Ryan Murphy wrote for that. I think he's the showrunner of that as well. So I'm very interested. I do like his writing. I'm a big fan of his. So I'd like to see. I'd love to see anything else that he's attached to for sure. Wasn't he supposed to do a movie too? Wasn't like? Let me look this up real quick because I would be very interested in a Ryan Murphy movie if he was to do something like that. like a horror movie. I'm talking specifically because like I'm sure he's done movies. I don't know his catalog that well. Like I know he did American Horror, like the American Horror Story stuff, Scream Queens. So he's attached to a few movies on here, but like I don't, what the fuck do I know? Did he do Ratched? Oh, okay. Maybe he did this. Maybe I just don't know about this show. Okay, dope. Yeah, I love Ryan Murphy though. He's great. Should I roll the dice and buy the Nightmare on Elm Street box set? Yeah, go for it, man. I have the DVD box set, so I don't really have, I love those movies, but like they're not ones I frequent. I don't know. I do like the Nightmare movies though. They're great. I think they're a lot of fun, but they're not ones that I go back to like millions of times over and over again. Even though Freddy's Dead is one that I've watched. Oddly enough, I've probably watched Freddy's Dead the most out of the entire Nightmare series. I really like me some Silly Freddy. I don't know what it is, man. Silly Freddy just does it for me. Bold prediction, only Chad and Tara from 5 make it out alive. Ooh. Interestingly enough, I kind of think Chad is a goner, like for sure. I think for sure he's someone who's a goner for sure. And the only reason I say that is like, well, I can't really go into that because like I've heard some spoilers. But I feel like Chad's probably going to be the one that bites it. But Mindy is also, Mindy and Chad are all over the marketing. That's the thing. So I don't know. I don't really know, man. Are they going to kill both of the Meeks twins? I hope not. I really hope not. But I do really like those characters. Tara's definitely going to live. They're not going to kill Jenna Ortega. She has way too much star power right now to kill her. Sam, I don't feel like will die. She's kind of like the focal character too. So if they're gonna make another movie, I feel like she's probably gonna live. I don't know. That's tough. The core 4 is a weird one. I feel like only one of them dies. That's just my prediction as of right now. But man, Sam and Mindy biting it though in this new movie. Oh, that would be rough. What would they do for 7 if they kill Sam though? Like you can't just shift the focus onto Tara. I feel. I'm sure some people would love that. Because some people think Melissa Barrera can't act, which is unfortunate because she's amazing. But man, I don't know, dude. Like, I love Jenna Ortega. She's awesome, but they've already set up so much with Sam's character at this point. I feel like shifting the focus would ultimately just be a really bad decision. Like that just, to me, that shows weakness. That shows like you don't have confidence in your main story and you just did not know what the fuck to do with it. I don't know. That's just my thoughts, but I hope that they keep the Sam story running and they don't just be like, oh, what do we do? People didn't like that in the last movie. So we'll have to see. We'll just have to see what they do. That's also a good point. They faked us out with Chad's death in 5, so I don't know if they'll kill him in 6. But they've also faked us out with Dewey multiple times. Don't forget. I mean, it wasn't his back-to-back, so there is that. But I don't know, man. I do feel like I do feel like that could be the case. Just real quickly, gonna look something up. I'm just gonna put this in the chat because once again, I'm so sorry. I'm not equipped to take care of situations like this. But this is 988 is the suicide hotline number. I'm really sorry if anyone is struggling with that, but I would highly recommend checking that out for professional help. It's free. You can just call people. They will talk to you. Once again, not something I'm equipped to deal with. I really should not be the one talking to people right now. So please make sure to check that out if you have any struggles going on in your life right now. I'm just not the person to handle that. I'm so sorry. I wish I could. I would if I could, but there you go. I think Mindy might get hurt pretty bad, but will live. But Chad's death scene to be really good. I agree with that. I think if I had to predict right now, and I really don't have too much to base this off of, just a few set pictures I've seen, but I do feel like if they're gonna kill Chad or one of the main characters, it's going to be something pretty fucking brutal, pretty crazy, pretty out there. They've promised us the most fucked up Scream yet, and like, yes, you know, they promise horror movies like that all the time. Like they say like, oh, like this is gonna be the craziest horror movie ever. It's gonna be fucking nuts. But with Scream, they typically don't hype it up that way particularly. Like this is not a franchise known for its brutality. It's just not. I love the Scream movies. They're great, but they're really not that brutal. The latest installment I think is the most brutal with its kills. It's really the only Scream film that made me like reel back because I was like, oh God, you know? And that's just not every horror franchise has to do that. But if Scream 6 decides to go that route once again, like how Scream 5 kind of took, with its like knife kills and all that, they were really slow and like tension building, which was nice. But if Scream 6 decides to go that route and even up the ante a little more, make it even crazier, give us some environmental kills even, I'm down for it. Listen, I'm always down for that splash of flavor if you want to change it up a little bit. You can't do an entire series where the tone stays consistently the same and it's just like the same formula over and over again. That's my one thing about the Scream franchise. I just feel like they should have some balls and do something different. It's been pretty safe, I would say, for the first 5 installments. So for 6, let's get the fuck out there. Let's do something crazy we've never seen before. Like that. Like let's go even more brutal. Let's go as brutal as like a Halloween Kills or something like that, is what I say. If Tony isn't the opening kill with Samara, like I thought, I think he may be the red herring of the film. Listen, I love Tony Revolori, but he just is not a menacing looking dude. He's just not menacing to me, you know? So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you about that. I hope that if they do make someone the killer, it's someone who is, I don't know. Like Tony Revolori to me comes off as like he literally plays a bully in the MCU who is clearly someone that has like some identity issues, is probably picking on Peter Parker because he sees himself in Peter a little more. So I just don't see him being a killer. Like maybe for that reason, okay, but I want like the one thing about the Scream series, we've gotten a lot of killers who are either like college kids or fucking high school students who are kind of that. You know, we've gotten a lot of killers like that. I want to see someone who's like a fucking badass, amazing, excellent killer. Like, yeah, Lindsay, I agree. Charlie wasn't really that menacing to me. That's why he's my least favorite Ghostface killer. And he's also like, listen, I said this in a video once. I'm like, Charlie is Jill's submissive little bitch. He just does whatever the fuck she says. And like, I kind of I don't know if I want to see that again. I would rather see a different dynamic between killers. Like, especially if they do Tony and Samara together, that's just the same dynamic as Jill and Charlie from 4. Give us a different dynamic, man. I've had a lot of people talking about like a dad and a daughter going like working together trying to kill people, which would be cool. And I think that would work personally. I'm all about that. I think Tony and Samara will be a scene like Tori Spelling and Luke Wilson from Scream 2, like a goof scene for laughs. Like, I'm down for 2 characters to be silly together. Like, I'm down for that. Listen, that's great. But if they go the stab route again with these characters, like, I'm kind of just like, that's such a waste of Samara Weaving. Like, just to have her in sequences from the movie. Like, because I know a lot of people were comparing, like, oh, well, you know, Jennifer Jolie was wearing the same like kind of outfit as Gale Weathers in Scream 3. Maybe that's the extent of her character, but it's like, guys, we've already done that. Like, we've already done that once before. I don't want to see that done again. You know, I'm down to have like an actual reporter character going back and forth, you know? So I don't know I don't know, man. That's just my thinking at least. But I just think it would be fun. I think it would be fun to do something like that. Or father and son, is that what you said? Father, yeah, I don't know why I can't read. Or father and son, aka Dermot and Josh. Sorry, I'm so obsessed with this theory that it's these two. It could be. No, honestly, Ghostface, it absolutely could be those two. Dermot, I feel like is not that obvious to me personally. I don't think Dermot Mulroney is that obvious. I mean, he could come off as kind of like a nice, caring character, you know. He's got gray hair now, you know. He looks a little different than like how he does in Insidious 3, which is unfortunately one of my only frames of reference for him. So like they could kind of have him come off as like this nicer guy, you know. He's a little like just a little soft, like just a more chill guy at first and all that, and then it's like all of a sudden he turns evil, you know. But man, I don't know, like him and like Henry Czerny, I feel like are going to be red herrings, but not actually killers. That's just my thinking as of right now. I could totally see Josh Segarra playing a killer in this, and I would love for this to happen, even though it might be a little obvious to some people. If Josh Segarra is the killer and he's the badass, holy shit, like I've killed people for years, I've been doing this for a long time, and then he just comes out and starts like massacring people, that would be great. Like that would be awesome. I don't know, man. I think that would be so cool. It'd be such a missed opportunity if we just do the same thing over again, where it's another clumsy killer who's going through this. Just to do that again, I think wouldn't be as interesting. Like for like Red Right Hand, for that, one of the killers, yes, is absolutely a klutz. Like my character is a total klutz, does not know what he's doing, but it's different because it's from his perspective. So I try to play a character who feels like the other ghost faces and all that in a sense, but yeah, I don't know. I think that might be. I think that would work though if in this they do it a little differently, but who knows? Locked with the $10 super chat. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. I'd love a ghost face who's obsessed with the simple idea of seeing those survivors who tell their truth and experiences die, which could tie Kirby into the movie along with 5 survivors. That could be cool. Let me read that again. I'm so sorry. I think I messed that up. I'm like, the first part of that, I'd love it. Sorry. Can you tell I've been making videos all day? Erase the who. Okay, there we go. I'm like, wait a minute. What? I'd love a Ghostface who's obsessed with the simple idea of seeing those survivors who tell their truth/experience and die, which could tie Kirby into the movie along with the 5 survivors. Yeah, so like basically the motive is there. I'll keep this up on screen. So basically like the motive would be like, I want to kill the rest of the survivors, the ghost faces who couldn't make it through. I agree. I think that, yeah, 100% that would be cool. But I don't know. If they go that route, you got to stick with it. Like I've seen a few of the Scream movies try to do something along those lines and like try to like fake out some of them try to fake out the motive beforehand. And then it's like, oh, like, yeah, this is what the motive's going to be. But then you find out it's something else towards the end. So I almost think they shouldn't do a fake out. They should just make it blatantly obvious that whoever is killing here is like, yeah, just going after the rest of the survivors. I think that would be cool because, I don't know. I feel like some of the Scream movies, they have these underdeveloped themes of like almost putting a red herring on the motive. Like they try to, there's always a conversation about like, especially in like Scream 2 and 5, where it's like, oh yeah, like absolutely. It's one of these things where it's like, oh, they're killing people with the same names from the original killings and all that, but that doesn't really go anywhere. Same thing with 5. They have a conversation about that. There's like, oh, they're going after the people from the past killings, but from the past who are related to the killers and the past victims and all that. But it's like that never really comes into play with the motive, I feel like, in Scream 5. But if they go that route, go all in on it. Like just make that the whole fucking movie. So yeah, no, I agree. I agree, Locked. Also, something I didn't like about 5 is how they kept saying this one is different, and then it wasn't really different. Yeah, I totally agree. The movie was based on paying so much respect to the old ones. Yeah, and like, it's like the weird thing about the marketing for the past movie and with this one is they keep telling us it's gonna be different. It's gonna be something else, but then they keep giving us the same. It's like, just have some fucking balls. Give us something different, Like actually just do it. Why not? That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, like, listen, some people won't like it. Like, that's just a hard pill to swallow. If you do something different, some people aren't going to like it. That's just how it is. Some people are going to wish to do something exactly like how the original was. There are those people, and that's totally fine. But I think if you're going to keep a franchise alive, and history has shown us this, you got to keep giving us some new elements to be working with every sequel. The Scream franchise is so consistent, and I think accidentally dives into some different realms. Like, honestly, as much as people want to shit on Screams 3 and 4 for various reasons, those movies do some different things with the tone or the killer reveals. And for those reasons, I think that's why we are still making Scream films today. If we didn't go that route and we didn't do something different with those movies, I think we'd be talking about the Scream trilogy, probably. But otherwise, I don't think those movies would have stayed alive. Even like I said, even though I don't love some of the changes in 3, that's what has kept that franchise alive. Like if they didn't make it super campy, they didn't make it the R-rated Scooby-Doo, which I cannot believe that movie has an R rating, honestly. I don't think we would be still continuing the Scream franchise. I don't. So even like you can shit on the Friday the 13th franchise. They're all the same, but they're not. And that's why there's 12 of those movies and there's only like a couple in a different franchise. I don't know, man. That's just my opinion. T. Parker Evans, I agree with you. Like, yeah, they didn't kill Tara in the opening scene. A legacy character dies. The motive isn't Sydney related. But here's the thing. With the Tara not being killed in the opening scene is not something we're looking for as fans. Like, I don't think anyone was like, hey, for the next Scream film, what if they just didn't kill someone in the opening scene? You know what I mean? That's not upping the ante. I think it was a cool reveal later, like literally 2 minutes later when you find out Tara's still alive, but it wasn't like so unbelievably shocking like how Dewey's death was, or how unbelievably big of a bomb it was when Sam Carpenter's like, Billy Loomis was my father. It's like, what? Oh, my jaw fucking hit the ground. I was like, that's insane. And that just comes off to me as so lackluster for that reason. The legacy character, Dewey dying, is different, you're right. But once again, I feel like just doesn't have a purpose. Like they have said, they're like, oh, Dewey had to die to bring Sydney and Gale back. You easily could have written something else in there to have people, to have them come back to be a part of the situation. Dewey could have just gotten injured and that would have brought Gale and Sydney to the fight, I think, personally. And the motive is the one thing I do like that's different, but is still really underdeveloped because it's not consistent throughout the entire film. It's like they're trying to say to the audience, they're like, oh, hey, like our motive this time around is we want to give Hollywood new ideas by like giving them a new massacre to write a movie about. But then they go and do commentary on Star Wars, which is completely unrelated. It has nothing to do with the horror scene right now. And like they talk about like the elevated horror and all that, they discuss it, but it never becomes a big thing with the overall movie itself. It's just discussed and then yes is tied into the very ending. So it didn't feel congruent. It didn't feel consistent throughout the whole movie, where I feel like there's a version of that film that is fucking phenomenal and the commentary is spot on. And honestly, if they would have nailed it with the commentary on how like there's elevated horror and there's people who are longing for like 80s type of slashers that are a little more mindless and fun, I think that would have been a much more interesting movie to feel that divide within the entire film, but they just don't, which is unfortunate. I don't understand the Star Wars. Like, what are they even trying to say with that? Are they trying to say, oh no, actually, Last Jedi was the best movie ever? Like, what? Like, I don't know. I don't understand what they're trying to say with the Star Wars stuff. That in itself is so just not focused. Like it's not focused at all, I don't think. So with 6, I'm hoping for a better commentary on just the overall horror space right now. That's something that's like, to me, that's why the Scream franchise is so popular, why it's something so big, is because in that first movie, they were like, man, some of these fucking slashers suck because they're getting so repetitive. It gave us a reason. It gave us a really good commentary with some really funny and memorable lines. You guys have seen that shirt where I wear it because it's one of my favorite lines from the movie. Man, you're starting to sound like one of those Wes Carpenter flicks. It's great. It's funny. It's a hilarious. It's clearly a fuck up and it's hilarious. It's a wink and nod at the camera. It's great. It's super well written. But I don't know, man. I think that with 6, they got to nail the commentary or I'm going to start losing interest because that's something that's so important to this franchise and they got to get it right. They got to show that divide of everything happening in the horror space right now, or it's just a missed opportunity otherwise. I mean, I even said this in a tweet the other day. I was like, man, Pretty Little Liars is doing a better job at commenting on that divide we have right now in horror fandoms because we have so wildly different things that are popular at the same time. I feel that show, which has like an incredibly lower budget than the Scream 2022, a movie, is doing a better job at commenting on that than the last Scream film, which is like what those movies are known for. I still like. I know it sounds like I'm really shitting on Scream 2022, but I do really like it. But there's just that missed opportunity is so it's glaring. It's glaring how and. Extron, I literally just went on a rant about about the commentary I want to see. The divide in the fandom right now. I mean, like, it's so prevalent, and it's something you see every day. At least I do, because I run a horror page, so I talk about it all the time. But I feel like anytime, if you were just to get into a casual conversation with someone about horror movies right now, anybody, like you can talk with anybody. They're gonna say either one of two things. Man, I wish horror was like how it was back in the 80s, or the other way around. Man, I love these new A24 and Neon films that are so different and crazy. And I'm in the middle personally. I like both. I don't think like I'm really not that picky. I love horror. I just love horror movies personally. So whatever side you fall on, I just think it's not that big of a deal. It's nothing to get into an argument about personally, but it's something we can comment on with these new Scream films. Scream is the franchise for like horror nerds. You know what I mean? Like that's how I've always felt about it. And they're just kind of they missed the mark in the last one. I think the commentary is kind of like the second and third movie are kind of devoid of commentary, which I think is weird. 2 has a little more than 3 in my opinion, but then 4 is a perfect commentary on remakes, I think, which is great. The remakes that were coming out at the time, like from the thousands, was like, oh man, yeah, of course we gotta knock on that a little bit. A lot of that comes from Wes Craven, who was pretty pissed off about like the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, which is great. You can feel that throughout the entire film, and I think it's written really well. Despite some studio changes, is obviously there's a lot of studio interference with that movie, but man, I don't know, man. Just my crazy, just my crazy little rant about what they should do with Scream 6. Requiem, what's up? What's up? I am also just a big fan of horror movies. Hell yeah, absolutely good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyone who has a problem with Halloween Kills, I can now defend it. Come at me, anyone who did not like it. Personally, I love Halloween Kills. We'll talk a little bit about Halloween too. I've been going for an hour. I didn't even realize. Jesus, I'm a fucking airhead, man. I can just fucking talk about horror movies all day. But I love Halloween. I really do enjoy Halloween Kills, but I do get the people who don't like it too. Like I think I understand the other side of it. Because man, I think I went into that movie with the expectations that this is just going to be a gore fest. I'm not really expecting much more from it. And I think a lot of people went into that movie with like expectations that it was supposed to be the best Halloween film ever, and never one time did I expect a movie called Halloween Kills to be like the best horror movie of the entire year. I was not expecting that from from that movie, but I really enjoyed it for what it is. It's a fucking bloodbath, and that they succeeded at that. I think it's easily the most brutal Halloween film. And I know, we'll talk about like from a numbers standpoint, yes, the Rob Zombie movies are more brutal, but in effectiveness and brutality, I think Halloween Kills takes the cake there easily, because like the Rob Zombie movies are a really interesting experiment as to why your entire movie can't just be constant nonstop fuckery with the audience, because otherwise it just doesn't come off as all that scary. That like the Rob Zombie Halloween movies, they both peak right in the middle, and then I'm just not interested the second half of them, because like you just gave me the most brutal shit on the fucking planet consistently for the first hour of those movies, and then it just stays that way and plateaus at a certain point with the Rob Zombie Halloweens. So it's just like, to me, it's like you're gonna show me someone like fucking getting stomped and fucking killed like outrageously like over and over again, and you're gonna expect it to still be scary at that point. It's just not. You get desensitized after a while. Halloween Kills though is really balanced because it has these little character moments in between all the brutality, which make it constantly brutal and constantly something hard to watch. And I feel like they also set up the kills really nicely too, because yes, you have the firefighters getting fucking murdered at the beginning, which is awesome and a great sequence. But the most brutal kill of the entire movie across the board is Cameron. It's Cameron's death, which is like one of the last kills in the movie. And that's set up really nicely, because if they would have shown us a kill like that right at the start, I'd feel the same way about Halloween Kills that I do about the Rob Zombie movies. You can't show me the most brutal fucking thing ever right at the start of your movie, because then everything else is going to feel a little lackluster afterwards. So I think, I don't know, that's my hot take on the Halloween franchise, but I think Halloween Kills was fun. I had a good time with it. Does it have its flaws? Absolutely. Yes, it does. I think even people who like Halloween Kills will admit it has problems, but I enjoyed it. I enjoy it for what it is. I think the good part of the future for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies is the upcoming video game. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, that game looks sick. I'm excited. I'm really excited for that. I think it's gonna be good. Maybe I'll even have some time to play it, which would be great. I would love to start a horror channel eventually. I mean, did I say a horror channel? I meant a horror gaming channel. So eventually that will happen. When? I don't know. I got to go with Sandra's kill as being the most brutal. Ooh. That one was pretty good. I gotta admit, that one was awesome. But like, Cameron's kill goes on for so fucking long, and it's like, it's messed up. I also think the other thing about his kill that I like I listen, I gotta be honest with you, that kill is fucking awesome. That's the light bulb through the neck, I believe. But Cameron's death to me is the most brutal because there's so many different factors that go into that. You have a character who was widely hated in the 2018 film, come back, kind of have a redemption arc that I don't feel like is earned, but then he gets killed in a super brutal way that makes up for literally everything with that. I ain't about to forgive a guy who throws his girl's phone in nacho cheese. Sorry, but no way. That was the shittiest thing in Halloween 2018. I'm like, fuck you, Cameron. Like, what? Don't be doing that. You just go make out with some girl dressed up like a cheetah, and then you blame your girlfriend for it. Like, what? Sorry. I'm just not a Cameron defender. No way. Guy messed up big time. Not a fan. But he's wonderfully portrayed by whoever the fuck plays him in those movies. But I will say that. What the fuck? Dylan Arnold is his name. Yeah, I did not know that. But yeah, Dylan Arnold kills it. He's great. Great portrayal of the character for sure. Tommy's death was pretty sad, but I can see a lot of people I can see a lot of people cheering when that happened. Evil dies right now. Ha! Aha! Never liked Cameron. I was happy when Michael took him out. I agree, man. What a jerk. It makes sense in a movie where Michael is basically the protagonist that we get to see him go off on Cameron in the way we were very vocal about it in 2018. Yeah, no, I agree. They were totally set. They totally did that on purpose, which is honestly why I have faith in Halloween Ends, because like they're totally setting this all up to be something nutty. I think. That's my thing about Halloween Ends. I'm really excited for it. I really think that whatever they have set up for us, it's going to be good. There's clearly a lot of things they had planned from the start of this that's going to come full circle here in Halloween Ends. So I know a lot of us are worried about the whole Corey Cunningham stuff, but I think it's all going to work. I think it's all going to be, it's going to be okay. They know what they're doing. They're fans too, you know, like David Gordon Green is very vocal, and Danny McBride, about how big of fans they are of this franchise. They're not going to fuck it up. You know, they're going to show us Michael killing people. It might have like a low body count, but so does the original, and that one's still great. So we'll just have to see but we got to see what they do first. If they take the slower approach, like how Halloween 78 has, I'm down for that too. I'll tell you what, Ty West's X was such a breath of fresh air this year. Like every slasher film that comes out is like constant brutality, which once again, I feel like what was so great and refreshing about X was they took the time to build tension, know the characters and all that. Easily the best characters in horror, I think, this whole year was from that movie. So if they want to take that approach with Halloween Ends, I'm fucking here for it. If it means a low body count for Michael Myers, okay, fine. What's he gonna fucking top his body count from Halloween Kills? That would be insane. Like we're not going that route again, I don't think. So if they want to take the slower approach, a little more stalking scenes and all that, okay, hey, I'm down. We'll just have to see. Evil dies in 53 nights. Let's go. T. Parker Evans. Hell yeah. Keeping up with the how many nights until Evil dies. Fuck yeah. Laurie should live. Man, that's tough. I'm so on the fence about that because like I feel like if they do kill her, they got to do it right or they're going to fuck up the whole movie, you know? But like at the same time, both of them dying would be interesting. They better not give us a fucking Batman versus Superman, Godzilla versus Kong ending though, where they're just both still alive at the ending. That would be the most that would be the darkest timeline in my opinion. I would rather them kill Laurie and have Michael still be alive. And even if that would be kind of disappointing to people, I would rather that than just do what all these movies are doing, man. I don't know, like all these versus movies are promising us someone will fall and then they just take the safe route. Like once again, movies have been so safe lately, and I'm really appreciating the ones that are not so safe and are like, fuck it, we're just gonna kill this character. Like, let's do it because that's more interesting to watch. I'd like if they do another, like for example, if they do another Michael, not Michael, if they do another Freddy versus Jason, I almost guarantee you they'll both still be alive by the time the credits roll, which would be so disappointing. And I don't care. Like I don't want to see that movie. I want to see one of them die. Like Freddy versus Jason had some fucking balls as a versus movie because they actually killed one of those characters. It's like, hell yeah, let's go. Cool. We need some, if we're gonna do more versus stuff, we gotta do that. It was not safe. What are you talking about? The fucking they kill Freddy Krueger, right? Or wait, is it Freddy that dies? I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but they definitely kill one of them. I know that for sure because I was like, oh, sick. This is crazy. Holy shit. Yeah, Freddy dies. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna confidently say that to 56 people who are watching me. Fuck it. I was not expecting Lorraine to die in X. Ooh, really? Okay. I kind of, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I did think maybe they'd keep Jenna Ortega alive, just because of like her star power for sure. But once again, X was not a safe movie, you know? Oh yeah, Freddy does wink at the camera. But like there's that moment where you think he's dead. You know what I mean? Like they don't really have that in Godzilla versus Kong. Kong literally falls over at one point and it's played for this ridiculously dramatic beat. But no, but no, they didn't actually, they just kind of have him team up and fight Mechagodzilla in that movie. With this movie, they actually fucking cut up Freddy and all that. You know what I mean? Like you see his arm come off and all that. Sure, that you can do the little wink. That's fun. That's fitting with a horror movie, but they actually did like fucking kill him. So it's like, okay, hey, I will argue that to the end of my days. Freddy versus Jason is one of the best versus movies. Both living or both dying will be a mistake. Have a pair and kill only one. I agree. Maverick Media, I agree. And like, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm fine if they decide to kill Michael and then he starts breathing or something off camera, because that's still an ambiguous ending. That's not really implying too much. It's just leaving it open-ended. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with an open ending. But if they don't show us one of them like dying, so to say, I'll be disappointed. What if Ash comes back in Evil Dead Rise and dies? Listen, just to see a fucking Bruce Campbell performance again, I'm down for that personally. I don't think he will come back. He's been pretty vocal about just producing. But if he does, if he did come back, that would be cool, I guess. I don't really, with this storyline, I mean, I guess it's pretty vague so far as to what's going on in this movie. I wonder how they could bring him back. I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible. I'm not going to say it's impossible for that to happen because of how vague things are. So we'll just have to see, man. Hopefully we get some fucking Evil Dead Rise news soon. Like this Terrifier 2 news has me excited, but can we get some fucking, can we get some news on Evil Dead Rise? What's going on with that? Is it wrong for me to want more Allison? I would almost want her to be as relevant as Laurie. I totally agree. Actually, some more Allison would be great. Allison is a really important character to this to this timeline, I will say. Just because of like her connections to Michael Myers, it's almost like they're playing it up for Allison to be like the brand new final girl. I would like to see Allison have a bigger role in this movie. I agree. Her role was pretty minimal in the last movie, where I really liked her. Andi Matichak's great in everything she's in, but I really especially liked her performance in 2018 over Kills. She had a lot more time, a lot more things to do in that movie, I feel too. So hopefully it's the same way with Ends. Watch Michael die in Ends and then wink at the God fucking damn it. Michael return in Halloween Returns. Now that, listen, have some balls. Horror movie, just go for it. Come on, you stinking Halloween movie. Just kill one of them. Fuck it. Who cares? They'll probably bring back Michael in 5 years anyways. So why not just kill him? You know, that's what I say. What's up, JJ? What's up? So question at the end of Halloween Kills, when Michael kills Karen, how the hell did no one hear her screaming upstairs while she was getting stabbed? Strange, right? You know what else is strange? Just the entire ending of Halloween Kills and how sloppy it is. But, you know, maybe that's just me, JJ. But I mean, it is strange. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with Halloween Kills. I honestly felt like they were killing it the whole movie. I can get past the Evil Dies Tonight stuff. That honestly didn't annoy me that bad on first watch. But they just blew it with that ending. Like, the first time I saw that, I was like, really? Like, man, this whole movie is fantastic until you get to the fucking group circle around Michael Myers. It should have ended with Karen stabbing Michael at the Myers house, and maybe Michael Myers like overpowers her, kills her, and then walks off in the distance. And Andi Matichak is just laying there with her fucking leg broken, like just screaming, like, oh my God, oh geez, and then just Halloween Kills. That would have been a million times better ending. And I would have been fine if they would have taken the whole mob thing nowhere. I would have been totally fine with that, because that kind of works with the overall theme of that movie with mob mentality, with it just like basically not amounting to anything because you're not getting together. That would have worked. You know what I mean? And I'm sure some people would have missed that, but I think it would have worked personally if they never caught up to Michael. And Michael just gets away. He just kills Karen and leaves. It's the same ending, but better. It is. And it would have been quicker, would have wrapped it up just perfectly, I think, with the death of a main character. It would have been great. So, I don't know. Just my thoughts. Proportion Productions. Lots of P's. I love it. In Scream 5, they said they offered Samara a role, but she couldn't do it because of scheduling issues. What role do you think she would have done? Most likely Liv would be my guess. I personally think that like if she was to do the character, hang on. Maybe Amber, actually. Because, she would have been a good Amber. I'm going to be honest. She would have been a really good Amber. And I think Radio Silence knows that too. Yeah, she would have been but Mikey Madison is fucking amazing. Like, she's so good in that movie. She's one of my favorite cast members in Scream 5, which I know is a hot take, apparently. A lot of people don't like her, but I don't know. She's amazing. That third act performance from her is one of my favorite Ghostface performances. Like, I think that's up there with Billy and Stu level of performances, how outrageously insane she is. It's done really well, and it's controlled too. You know, you can act crazy, but be controlled. Otherwise, it gets a little too much. Anyone can walk into a room and just be like, ha ha ha, whoa, oh, look at me, I'm fucking insane. But she does it in a really controlled way. It only comes out sometimes, which is nice. But Samara, that's my guess, is Samara probably had that role, or Liv, one or the other would be my guess. But a lot of people were like, oh, maybe she's Sam, but it's like, that wouldn't really work considering the fact that, like, you know, Jenna Ortega and her have to be sisters. So like they kind of have to be the same race, right? But I guess not, depending on whatever the situation is, because like technically they have different fathers. So you could write that a little differently, I guess. But I don't know, you know, whatever. But I think that it's just, listen, we're still getting her for 6. That's what matters. That's what matters with Samara Weaving. We're still getting her for 6. And I'm going to be honest, I would love to see her as a killer. I would love to see her, even if it's blatantly obvious, I don't even care. I'm like, let's just get her as a killer. Fucking hand sanitizer. I love it. It's great. It's an amazing performance. I don't know. I love it. This is what a lot of people have said that she was supposed to be Sam, but I don't know how that could have worked, you know? I don't know. I mean, like, I guess that, you know, they could have made, like, listen, little easy changes to the writing. They could have made that work, but I prefer Melissa Barrera. I think she's a good lead. I'm really excited to see what she does in this next movie, so. Michael should get the most brutal death in Halloween Ends. Ooh, okay. Hey, I'm down for that. I'm down for some crazy kills and a crazy ending. The craziest kill of the whole movie is the last kill. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. I agree with you there. The ending ruined the movie, seemed rushed. I agree. I think it was, I don't even think it was planning, you know? I don't even think it was planning. I feel like it was more just like a scheduling issue or something. It just feels like there's something missing from that ending. I don't know. That's just how it comes. That's just how it feels to me. Any fun news you can tell us about Red Right Hand? Nothing crazy. We got rained out this past weekend. We had to do an outside scene, which is like the only other thing we have to film for the movie still. It's like a couple of pickup shots. It's nothing crazy. And we have to wait until like 2 weekends from now to film this fucking thing. So, I'm a bit of a sad boy for that reason. We're gonna, and I probably won't. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You're not gonna see a trailer first week of September now. It's just not happening. I want to get the filming done before we really start editing things. But I will get a trailer out as soon as possible. So, and I don't think we'll have to delay the movie. I don't think we'll have to do that. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But we do have a few more things we got to get done before I can start editing, which is really unfortunate. But we'll get there. You know, considering how smooth this production has been, like we've gotten really lucky with some shots. We've gotten really lucky with some things that we ended up not fucking up that I thought we were going to fuck up, and we didn't. It was great. So considering that, I think things are going pretty well. We've only really had we broke a mask at one point, which I can't tell you that story now, but I will eventually. That's probably the biggest setback we had. Where I was like, fuck, we had a whole shoot set up, and I broke a fucking mask. It was my fault too. I was so pissed. I can't really go into detail about that right now, but that's really those are the only two setbacks we've had. And for, you know, we're doing a 90-minute movie for $5,000. Like, that's not easy to do. You know, that's a very tough thing to accomplish. It's been pretty fucking smooth so far. Somehow, I don't know, man. I can't explain it. We've just gotten lucky, like, straight up. Everyone's putting hard work into this for sure. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not discrediting that at all, but we've gotten lucky with some things too. So I can't wait for you guys to see it though. It's what we do have so far of it is so fun, so cool. Me and Matt are lining up the shots, and I actually we were laughing so hard I had tears in my eyes the other day. So I'm really excited for you guys to see this movie. It's very silly, it's very gory, and also very dark. So you'll like it. I agree. Jake, Melissa Barrera as Sam. I like Melissa Barrera as Sam. I know that's a hot take. Yeah, a lot of people don't like her, but I think she killed it. I thought she was great. I'm excited to see what she does next. What's your favorite Scream movie? Asks Richard or Vecna, whoever I'm speaking to. Richard Vecna. To that, I would say probably one. I mean, it's really as close to a perfect horror movie as you can get. I fucking love it. It's a great commentary on slashers, in general. And there's so many good things about it. It's the music, it's the characters, the kills are great. The iconic killer. I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough to top that. I really doubt that. I really doubt that they do make a sequel that's better. But I'm here for the sequels. I'm predicting I like 6 better than 5, but not as much as 4 too. That's kind of my prediction right now. And right now my list, as I've said it a million times, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2 is how I rank them right now. So. But yeah, one's great, man. Love 1. I love it, man. No rush on our end. Make the movie you want to see. Very excited. I can't wait. And I see someone speculating the kill count, 15 to 20. What even is the kill count? Wow, fuck. I'd have to write it down. I'll say this, it's more than 5. It's definitely more than 5. So that's all I'll say. It's I don't know if for a Scream movie, it's pretty like kill count for a Scream movie, I would say is typically like 15 to 20. I want to say. Well, no, actually not really. I think it's like usually in the 10s. You know what? I got to look that up actually, what the average kill count is for the Scream movies. But I would say it gets into double digits. Yeah, double digits. Yeah, for sure. I got to really fucking think about that. Holy shit. Yeah, no, there's a lot of kills in the movie, but I focus for quality over quantity a lot with this movie. Like a lot of there's chase scenes, you know, there's chase scenes leading up to kills a lot of the times in the movie, and that leads to less kills but better kills, I think personally. That's I don't know, that's just my opinion. Can't wait to see Pearl. Ooh, I'm pumped for Pearl. That's gonna be a banger. You know, how do we feel about this real quick? I just want to ask everybody. Do we think Pearl is going to be better than X? Because we had the script for Pearl get turned out by Mia Goth and Ty West and Mia Goth, I should say, in quarantine. They wrote this. They wrote this in 2 weeks while they were quarantining in New Zealand to go film X. And I wonder if it's better or worse. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not 100%. I think it's still going to be really good, but I don't know if it's going to be better. That's kind of my thoughts on Pearl right now. I feel like it's going to be a really cool continuation, but not like, holy shit, that was the best. You know, I don't think it's going to have that same effect that X had on me, but we'll have to see. I think X will be better, but I'm sure I'll still enjoy Pearl. I agree. I think it's still going to be good. I don't think it's going to be great like how X was, though, personally. I think it's going to be fun. I'm very excited for it, though. It's going to be fun, I think, for sure. Hard to beat X, but Pearl will be great nonetheless. Yeah, for sure. I'd love for Pearl to have a classic chase scene. She's a young killer, so I think it could happen. That would be great. I'm really curious to see how they set this movie up and how it's different from X, because they got to make it a little different, right? They can't just do it the same way. So we'll have to see, man. I'm regardless though. I'm so excited for it. I think it's gonna be cool. I would like to see a chase scene though. That would be dope. You're right. She's younger, so they have that opportunity here. she can overpower people a little better than how Pearl is in X, for sure. So they have an opportunity to do some different stuff here, so for sure. What's your favorite Michael Myers mask? Ooh, that's tough because I really fucking love this one right here. That's why I bought it, because the burns are so cool. I like Halloween Kills. It's a really sick mask. I actually really like the original. The curse mask is dope. Man. Those are probably my favorites. I actually like the first Rob Zombie mask. The second one, not so. When it's falling off of his face, no. I think that defeats the purpose of what Michael Myers is. But the first Michael Myers mask, okay. Hey, hell yeah, all about it. In the trailer, she is chasing someone. So there you go. Hey, chase could happen. We see her violently stabbing someone too, which I think is interesting. You know what else? No, I don't see anyone talking about this, but the Pearl trailer, the craziest part of it to me is there's a shot of some dude just walking up like this in the middle of a field or something, and he just blows up. Like, he just explodes. Like, what the fuck? I can't wait to have context behind that. That's gonna be great. I kind of wish they didn't put that in the trailer, but I'm still excited, so. Aren't there supposed to be 3 in the X Pearl franchise? Carrie, apparently they are developing an actual sequel to X, which they already set up in X perfectly, I think, to be about Maxine's parents. We already know that the preacher is her dad, which was revealed to us at the very end, and kind of a twist, which I think was nice. So we'll have to see. I really hope they do end up doing that sequel, though, because, man, I fucking loved X. It's my favorite of the year. Pearl, I'm sure, is going to be great, too. So, hey, we'll just have to see. Ooh, the orange mask in the 2007 Halloween. Okay. Hey, fuck yeah. It's creepy, man. And the kid with the long hair, too. It's scary. I love it. That's a good one. Hot take. I like it. I think I've always just appreciated the iconic Michael Myers mask just because of how like symbolic it is to the character too, about like how it's like the shape of a human being, but like just blank, which is so creepy to me. The no eyebrows too is super gross. There's a lot to love about that mask. It's great. It's iconic. It's so simple, but it works so well. Bought X because of your reviews on it. Holy crap. Well, awesome. I'm glad I could influence that. That's dope. X is great, man. I've watched it a few times. I'm really excited. I'm so pumped for Pearl, and I really hope they do that sequel. It has not been confirmed yet, but apparently Ty West is writing it, so I would love to see it, man. Mia Goth is fucking amazing, man. Ugh. Can't wait to see what she does in this new one. Yeah, and Don't Breathe 3 is in development. So, to my knowledge, which is weird, I got to do some more research on this before I do a video on it, but didn't Don't Breathe 2, like, totally bomb? That was to my knowledge of it, that, yeah, 47 million at the box office. That's not bad. It's not bombing. Oh, okay, $15 million. But I thought it had a bigger budget than that. Yeah, so $15 million budget, makes 47 at the box office. What did the first one do? I'm curious. Don't Breathe. How much did that make? So that, okay. So that makes $157 million on a $10 million budget. So oddly enough, that's kind of the same situation with the Saw movies right now. Is Spiral only made like 40 some mil against I want to say like a $10 million budget. I could be wrong about that, but let's see, because I don't think they'd be like, if it had like a $20 million it had a $20 million budget and only made 40 million. Wow. Okay, I mean, like, that's still double its budget, so like that's not bad, but does that render a sequel though? I don't know. Dude, my top 10 of the year is so tough. We were talking about this on the stream for, like, I did a stream for my channel members exclusively recently. We were talking about this, and I'm like, that is so tough. That is a really tough, that's a tough thing for me to say right now. I think for X is definitely my number one. I recently rewatched it again because I was kind of questioning. I'm like, man, there's been some good fucking horror movies this year. I don't know if X is still my favorite. I rewatched it and I'm like, yeah, no, that's definitely the best, like, for sure. I fucking love it. I have a note in my phone about it actually right now. I'm curious what that looks like. Top 10 horror movies of 2022. So I'll tell you my top 5, which is X, Nope, Crimes of the Future, Prey, and then The Black Phone. That's my top 5 right now. That is likely to change though, because I have not added Bodies to that list. So I definitely think that will be in my top 10 for sure. I really liked that. That was a fucking blast. A Scream is still in my top 10, but I fear it might not stay there. We'll just have to see. There's a lot of good fucking horror movies coming out this year, y'all. Like, it's some stiff competition here. So, but I don't know. I see a lot of people changing Scream 5 to their least favorite. I don't know, man. As much as I want to shit on that movie, it had so many really positive things about it that I fucking loved. I was talking about this earlier. I think it's the only Scream movie that actually makes me reel back with the fucking kills. Like, that West kill is so hard to fucking watch. I'm just like, oh my God. I also think it has one of the best fucking shocks of the entire Scream franchise. That the Amber reveal is so well done to me. Truly one of the craziest, like, holy fuck moments I've ever seen in one of these movies. So Scream 5 is a lot going for it that I think a lot of us have unfortunately forgotten about. But I still really like it. Does it have its shortcomings? Absolutely. But I did really enjoy it. Scream 5 is still really good. It will still probably make my top 10, but just from performances and shock value alone, I think it'll make my top 10 still, but it's definitely not gonna, it's not my favorite of the year. I did like it though. But hey, T. Parker Evans, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad it's your number 1. Black Phone at number 2. Nice. Nope, X, and Fresh as well. Fresh is probably going to leave my top 10. Fresh is currently in my top 10, but I think it's going to get knocked out. I liked Fresh. It was awesome, but the ending is just not that exciting. Like, it kind of just ends. And I think it's a lot of build up to the BJ scene, which is all I'm going to say. It's kind of a lot of build up to that, which is, don't get me wrong, really well written, but then it just keeps going after that. And I feel like it kind of loses what it was trying to do at some point. TCM 2022 should get the family back when they make a sequel. Apparently they are making a sequel to that. It was wildly successful over on Netflix. So we'll just have to see. I honestly hope they do make a sequel. I had fun with it. It was enough, like, there was enough going on in that movie for them to render a sequel, I think. The one thing though, you gotta give me a better fucking story next time around. The kills were amazing, some of the best in the entire Texas Chainsaw franchise. But I need some more than that though. I'm gonna need a better story next time around too. Where's Halloween Kills? Halloween Kills came out last year, my friend. I'm trying to think what my list was for last year. I have a video on that. I did a whole video talking about what my list was for last year. I honestly don't even remember it. I know VHS 94 was my favorite from last year because I'm enamored to that movie. I still watch it to this day. It's one of my it's slowly becoming one of my favorite horror films. I know that was my number 1, but I can't remember what the rest of my list looked like last year. Halloween Kills was absolutely on my top 10, but where it ranked, I don't remember. It's been it's been almost a year since I made that video, so it's been eight months. So I'm seeing some love for Crimes of the Future. Hell yeah, let's go. I love it. TCM, ooh, TCM on the top 10. Hell yeah. Texas Chainsaw was probably not on my top 10. I'll be honest. But I still love it though. It was still a lot of fun. Orphan First Kill, not on my top 10 either. I liked it, but just wasn't great. I think it was like an easy 6 out of 10. It was a lot of fun. I had a fucking blast with it, but you know, besides the twist, it was kind of just like more of the same. I liked it though. It was cool. That twist was really well done. And it's fun. You know, like the Orphan movies are so over the top and so silly, you know. I think it's good. Love the Ghostface merch. Where'd you get it? I got it from the Scream 666 Instagram page. They sent me some of their merch. I think they're selling these t-shirts now, so make sure to check that out. So follow them on Instagram. Go ahead. And you know, like I said, you know, Jake's also got a bit of a Ghostface shirt there. Look at that. Look how fucking cool that shit is. We're working on a Red Right Hand shirt too to release when the movie comes out. So that's going to be exciting. Make sure to buy a shirt to support your local horror pages. That's always nice. Or hey, you know, become a channel member too. Channel members get a lot of fun stuff. They get a new video tomorrow. We're doing all the Cloverfield movies right now and review videos. If you like my big old nasty videos where I do like content, like the more long form stuff on this page. Like I talk, like the review videos, I feel like are I put a lot of work into. I did a top 10 A24 horror movie like list that was 17 minutes long yesterday. I personally, I think those are my best videos. I love doing the updates. They're fun, but I think my best videos are the ones where I actually go in depth on like some weird topic. If it's a review video, if it's a top 10 list, if it's me talking about all of Jordan Peele's movies, those videos typically tend to not do as well though. But I will say that's what I enjoy making the most. So if you like more videos like that, my channel members and Patreon supporters get a lot of those, as well as some exclusive live streams where we get into some more interesting stuff. We had a live stream earlier this month where I got to unveil some more stuff about Red Right Hand. So my channel members know about that, which I hope they don't spoil, because I kind of unveiled one of the kills in the film. And it's a weird, it's one where I'm not like super confident how the audience is going to respond to it, which is why I wanted to talk about it a little bit. And a lot of people were like, everyone was pretty honest with me. They're like, oh, that's interesting, Jake. I appreciate what you're trying to do there. But it was something that I know is not going to land with everybody, but I'm really excited to show it. I'll say this, our movie is something that's very, very fucking weird and different. Not everyone's going to like it, and that's totally fine. Like that's totally fine by me. It's very strange, very niche. So I did not like the premise of TCM, but the kills were great. I agree. The ending was cheap. Oh man, it's goofy as fuck, dude. It's the Tesla driving away, and it's like it's kind of the same shot as the original 1974 movie. What the fuck? I think that movie, I was rooting for that movie up until the ending. I'm going to be honest. Like, once you get to the Sally Hardesty stuff, that's when it kind of loses me. I could deal with the annoying characters. I could deal with them the whole movie. I'm going to be honest. Because I've seen movies that attempt to do something like this, but it's way worse, for sure. Like, I could deal with that. That's fine. But, man, the ending is so lackluster. The final battle with Leatherface, cool setting, but that's about it. The death for Leatherface was pretty whack. I didn't really care much for that. The Sally Hardesty stuff I think was completely unnecessary. You could have just taken that out of the movie entirely. I'm trying to think what else. Fuck, what else about that movie? Yeah, and that last shot was a little cheap too. It was like, where the fuck did that come from? The A24 video was fantastic. Thank you. It makes me want to watch more of the movies you mentioned. Good. That's if that's the one thing I can do with my platform, perfect. And Legion with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Have you seen the Last of Us trailer? I have not yet, but I've heard of it. I've only played the first Last of Us game. The second Last of Us is at the very, very, very top of my list for games that I want to play. I love that first game. It was such a fun time playing that one. It feels like Uncharted with zombies, which is great. I will absolutely check that out, though. I'm excited for that series. I just got tickets to see the Rings of Power early, which I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan. I forgot to tell Nightwatch about that, actually. I was going to tell him about that. I got tickets to see it in theaters, the first 2 episodes of the Rings of Power series, 2 days before its release. And there's no NDA, nothing. I don't have to sign anything like that. So I can make a review video right after I see that, which is insane. I probably won't be doing it here. I'll be doing it on my second page movie smoothie, though. So make sure to check that out. And as far as trailers go, I'm curious on how you guys think about this. I know I'm throwing a lot at you guys right now, but I'm thinking about doing an entire side page just for reaction videos, like just for reactions on trailers and all the other stuff that comes out that unfortunately, I can't get to. I would love to do a trailer breakdown on like everything that comes out, but I simply don't have the time. I run 2 channels right now and I'm making a movie. I plan on making more movies in the future. But what would you guys think about if I did an entire channel like KillJoy Reacts or something like that, where it's just reactions to horror movie trailers and horror shows? I could react to like literally everything. Like, dude, that kind of content would take me no time at all to make. And I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun to start a whole channel. I just wouldn't want to do it on this page because I've read a lot about how if you're going to do reactions, make that your whole thing. Otherwise, you will lose subscribers. So you will gain a lot of subscribers and lose most of them. It'll be ups and downs like that. I've read a lot about that. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. Legion, thank you for the $2 super chat. I greatly appreciate that support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Would love to see reaction videos. Okay, hey, hell yeah. All the power to you. Oh my God. Holy shit, it's Ghostface. Where's the clip?
Holy shit, it's Ghostface!
Welcome, Ghostface. What's up? What's up? Feel like they needed to recreate that shot at the end so they could say that they catered to fans and reference the original film. If you're talking about Scream, oh no, you're talking about Texas Chainsaw. Yeah. You know, it's cheap, but it's like, at least it's a reference. You know, if they would have just done that out of nowhere, I'd be like, okay, what the fuck? But yeah, no, I agree. That's pretty cool. I don't hate, like, that's definitely my least. How do I put this? The whole ending to Texas Chainsaw 2022, I don't really love. I think that movie peaks with the party bus sequence, and then after that, I'm kind of like, whatever. If I was to watch it again, I'd probably turn it off after that. But it's not my least favorite part of the whole movie. Like, the Sally Hardesty stuff is like hard to watch. Like, they are trying to be Halloween 2018 so bad in that scene, and it's kind of weird. But I do agree. I don't hate it. It's not awful, but it's just a little cheap that he pulls her out of the fucking car and like chops her head off. It's a cool kill though. I'll tell you that. Cool kill. Jealous, can't wait to hear your thoughts on the Lord of the Rings show. Would love a reaction channel. Cool. Jennifer, thanks for answering both of my crazy questions that I just pitched at you guys. I appreciate that. But yeah, I've been a massive Lord of the Rings fan my entire life. I'm so excited for this new show. It looks fucking awesome. Everything I've read about it seems so fucking cool. And Morfydd Clark from Saint Maud is going to be fucking Galadriel, which is perfect casting, especially after her role in Saint Maud, which was so great. I think it's going to be fucking awesome. I'm so excited to see the first 2 episodes in theaters. Really pumped. So I hope you guys dig that. Check that out on my second channel, though. Obviously, this is my horror page, but the Movie Smoothie is for everything else I'm interested in. So check out my second channel. Subscribe to that if you're interested in seeing Rick and Morty updates and Lord of the Rings stuff, because that's basically what I'm going to focus on covering over on that page for a little while. I'll start doing some more. I'll start branching out a little more. So doing some more stuff. Do you like Us the most? The movie Us, or like you as people? Because I love all of you guys. I love hanging out with you guys so much. I do love the movie Us though too. Us is a banger. Tell you what. I see a lot of people saying they'd be down for a reaction channel. Interesting. I think reaction channel sounds fun if you are up for it. It's definitely nothing I would start like tomorrow, because that's just a lot of it's extra work. You know, like I said, it would be easy content to make pretty much, but I wouldn't do it like that. You know what I mean? It would be something I start after the movie's up, but that would be such an easy thing to do, just to have that channel, you know? So, and Carrie Crave Cinema, who is absolutely fucking phenomenal, just put the link for movie channel. Oh my God. Movie Smoothie. I just have channel on the brain. Movie Smoothie, the link for that. Yeah, make sure to subscribe. I'm doing a bunch of coverage on Rick and Morty right now, so if you're interested in that, hell yeah. I'm going to start doing coverage on the new Lord of the Rings series as well. So check that out. Check it out. Good stuff. What's your favorite cereal? I fucking love Captain. I said cunt. That's gross. Captain. My favorite cereal. I can't get over that. What the fuck is it called? Captain Crunch, like berry or whatever. That is by far my favorite fucking cereal. Oh, Captain Crunch. What the fuck is that called? Berries. Yes. It's just Captain Crunch berries. That's it. That shit is so fucking good. Oh. That's amazing. I love it. I don't know. I can't even tell you why it's my favorite cereal. It kind of just tastes like Fruity Pebbles, but it's good. I love it. Good stuff. I think like regular Captain Crunch, I'm like whatever about, but man, oh, good stuff. Yes, I love Solar Opposites too. I did a review on that on season 3. I talked a little bit about that over on my other page too. I should do a series ranking of all those seasons of that. Solar Opposites is so good, as good as Rick and Morty in my opinion. Hot take. I love it. It's great. Locked with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Locked. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. My TCM ending would have been similar, but a post-credits where a survivor of the bus kills is limping away before he kills them. Ooh, then does the dance. Oh, fuck. That would be so brutal too, because you think like he's gonna get away. Oh, he's he doesn't have a leg, but he's hopping away, and blood is just coming out. It's like it's depraved. He's fucking hopping away, and then you see Leatherface behind him coming after him, starts running like got the chainsaw over his head and all that. Oh shit, yeah. I would be so down for that. That would have been a much better ending, honestly. I don't even care if there would be like no plot in that movie. I would just be down for some fucking crazy kills. And yes, doing the dance too, baby. Do that chainsaw dance. I love it, Locked. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I think it was Chelsea Rebecca from Dead Meat who put out a tweet recently where she was talking about what was she talking about? I can't remember. I think it was like the day that it was the day that fucking like Texas Chainsaw Massacre took place on. She put out a tweet recently where she's like, "Hey, let's celebrate the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day. Hell yeah, Leatherface did nothing wrong." And I'm just like, that's so fucking funny to me, just to throw that in at the end there. Oh my god, their humor just makes me crack up. Dead Meat is so good, so good, such good stuff. Peter Griffin or Homer Simpson? I gotta go Homer Simpson, man. Hot take. I think Homer Simpson's a phenomenal everyman. I think he's just a really great character. Peter Griffin is kind of just like, it's the same fucking thing every single episode. Like with Homer, you see a variety in his character, you know? There's just like no character development in Family Guy. Like I love the first like, I want to say like 8 seasons of Family Guy, but like after that, it just really dips for me. The Simpsons has been consistently good for like such a long time, which like hot take. I fucking love almost all of The Simpsons. The other thing about me you probably don't know is I'm super into fucking horror movies and super into adult animation. Like those are my two big loves in this life. Or just animation in general. I just fucking love anything animated. It's so good. I fucking love Studio Ghibli movies too. I fucking love, oh my god, those movies are so good. The animation in those are so gorgeous too. I love that style. But I love adult animated humor too. It's great. I'm getting through the new season of South Park right now, and that's a lot of fun, which is, I don't necessarily always agree with what they're trying to say, but it's always very funny shit. Like it's always in good fun. It's never like super serious, you know, it's never taking itself too seriously. So I enjoy South Park. I think it's good. Should a new Friday the 13th go as hard as it can? I love that. Go for the kills. Yes. I'd be down for like a Friday the 13th that kind of feels like this new TCM, honestly, where it's just crazy fucking kills the whole time. I kind of don't care about I kind of don't care about the fucking plot of a new Friday the 13th. Like, just give me fucking Jason killing people. Give me the same old setup. I'm totally fine with that. Give me the same old setup. Give me Jason killing people at a camp counselor, whatever. I think that would be cool. Like, make it a little different, you know, obviously make some of the character relationships different, but give me that same setup, man. So that's what I say. Holy shit, CFH Studios. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate your great content, Jake. Keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Have you seen the dark comedy Villains with Bill Skarsgård? That's been on my list for so long. I've read about that movie. It looks fucking awesome. You'll have a lot of fun watching it. You know what? I'm gonna write that down right now. I want to say I saw the trailer for that or read a plot description of it, and it looks fucking awesome. I love Bill Skarsgård. I've been trying to find more things that he's been in, because besides like this upcoming Barbarian, which I know he's in, and Castle Rock, and obviously the It movies, I really don't know too much of what else he's done. Oh, Deadpool 2 too. I forgot about that, but he's only in it for like 2 minutes. This I really want to watch. I want to see him play a different character. I mean, from what I know about the film, it seems like he's once again playing a villain. But yeah, no, I will absolutely have to watch that one. It looks sick. Isn't that who fucking did that movie? Fuck. I know it's like a weird studio did that movie. I'm looking this up because I'm really curious. It's on Hulu. That's where I've seen it a few times. I watched the trailer on Hulu. It's about a pair of amateur criminals attempt to break into a house. When their car breaks down, they soon realize they are in over their heads when they discover that the homeowners are harboring a dark secret. Okay, I remember why I didn't watch this now. I'm not saying it looks bad, not at all. Like, I think it looks great, but I had just watched the movie The Owners, which sounded like it's the same. It sounds like the exact same movie, which I think is why I didn't watch it. I didn't love The Owners. I thought it was fun for what it was. That's the movie with, I think Macy Williams is in that. Who else is in that? Yeah, Macy Williams. That's the only person I know from the cast. But that movie was pretty okay. I thought it was fine. Kind of has the same plot, but I'm assuming Villains is way better. Like, I don't know. It was okay, but I will absolutely check out this Villains though. I love Bill Skarsgård. He's amazing in everything he does. So I'm absolutely adding it to the list. Thank you for the recommendation. I appreciate it. I got to watch Cloverfield Paradox tonight and do a video on it, but after that, your boy's watching that for sure. CFH Studios, thank you for the support, my dude or dudettes. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I will absolutely be checking that out. I saw someone say this earlier. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Extron Gaming is asking me about what YouTubers inspired me to do YouTube. There's a few, especially for this channel. I'm trying to think who I was watching back in like 2019, 2018. Absolutely Dead Meat. Like Dead Meat was like number one on my list. I watched so much fucking Dead Meat. I did not miss an upload for like the longest time. I started watching them in like early 2018. And I just, man, every video they put on their page, I watched everything. I've listened to like every podcast, every single kill count episode. I really fucking love their page so much. It's great. 3C Films I really like. He really inspired me to start doing a channel like this. I was really, when I wanted to start a channel, I wanted to do something similar to Dead Meat, where it was like episodic, like I do a weekly episode on something, but that's so intimidating because like you need a good idea to do something like that. So that's why I was like, I just don't know what else I could do horror movie wise that could be as big as that. So I was like, I got to look to other pages, kind of see what else works. And I was watching a lot of 3C Films. I was watching a lot of, I'm trying to think who else like that does that same kind of content where they're talking about like update videos for the most part. And I'm like, that's what I should do. I should start doing like updates and like talking about like horror movie, like more niche stuff that like not everyone is, not everyone's talking about, which I still kind of do today. I've obviously like, changed up my style a little bit in the past 3 years or so that I've been doing this, but, yeah, I still try to talk about like the weirder stuff too. Like I love talking about the popular stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I love talking about Halloween, love talking about Scream. It's great. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, yada yada. But I also love doing coverage on like the Insidious franchise or these weirder movies, like The Invitation coming out this week. I'm really excited to do a review on that. Yeah, I just like the VHS franchise too. I love talking about this weirder stuff. I love too. And I feel like, a lot of channels aren't going to make content on that because you're just not going to get as many views. Not as many people are interested. But I think it's what makes my channel different, that I talk about everything I'm interested in pretty eclectically, but we get to all of it. We get to everything. Not as quick as I would like, but yeah. Anyone else want Jake's beanie, or am I the only one? I will, you know what? Honest to God, I think this would be pretty funny. I don't know if I should do that or not, because then someone's going to throw in a super chat. Like, I was almost going to say like, oh, I'll give it to the highest bidder. You can have my sweaty beanie for whoever throws in the highest super chat. But like, I did a stream a while ago where I did something like that, and one of the guys I couldn't get in contact with. Like, I couldn't find them I was giving away all these Ghostface, like the fake Ghostface Funko Pops. I gave away like 4 of them to like whoever the highest bidder was, and I couldn't get in contact with one person. I was like, I just couldn't find them on social media. I have never seen them in the streams again. Like, they were just a casual viewer who threw in a big super chat, and I think they left after the stream ended. And I wasn't able to get to, I still haven't been able to find them. I have their name written down somewhere, and I don't know where it is now, but I would love to give them that Ghostface Funko. I'm sure Fate Decided still has it. So I would say, like, honest to God, I'd give this away for someone for a crazy super chat. Sure, absolutely. But I would feel bad if I couldn't actually send it to them, if I couldn't get in contact with them later. So, but yeah, that's my weird rant that I just decided to go on. I love Zach Cherry. We watched the movie and Cody Leach. I started watching them after I started my I started watching them after I started my channel, though. Especially like Zach Cherry was probably the first channel I started watching after I started my page. I fucking love. Oh, Chris Stuckman was one, yeah, that I absolutely watched beforehand too. I love his videos. He's fucking great. His early stuff is awesome. We Watch the Movie is probably my favorite channel right now as well. Like, Cody Leach and We Watch the Movie are the 2 big channels I'm watching right now. I fucking love both of them. They're awesome. I would love to collaborate with them. We Watched the Movie followed me on Twitter the other day, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm nobody. What are you doing? What are you doing, dog? So that was awesome. I love Jeremy Johns too. Jeremy Johns has some great energy. He's fucking awesome. He's been him and Chris Stuckman have been doing this for like since the dawn of time. They're great. So No, absolutely. There's so many good channels in this space, man. It's awesome. And Jimmy Champagne, I love his Halloween videos. He's awesome. Get Jimmy to 50,000 subscribers, by the way, guys. I mean, I know if you've been watching his page a lot, he's been saying that a lot in his videos. I wonder where he's at right now. I'm curious. Jimmy's at 48.7K as of when this live stream is happening. Go get the man to get him to fucking 50K. He deserves it. This guy's content is awesome. He recently came back. He wasn't doing videos for the longest time, and about a month ago he came back. He started uploading again. So he's got a great channel, guys. He's awesome. A lot of his Halloween updates are sick. So sus Jake getting those Twitter follows. I don't even know. I don't deserve it. Like, I genuinely don't. I'm fucking nobody in this space, and the fact that those people are Flying Lotus followed me the other day too, who's fucking awesome. I love him. He's made some really cool stuff. I love Kuso so much. Kuso is the grossest, weirdest horror movie I've ever seen in my life, and I fucking love it. And the fact that he followed me, and he's gonna be in the new he's doing VHS 99. He's doing a fucking a skit for that. I'm so excited. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. I've been a huge fan of Flying Lotus ever since his Adult Swim days, and I'm just so excited to see what he does in the horror space. Drum Dums is also, we were just talking about Lee on the Lethal Collective. I love Drum Dums. Great. He has some great, I love his reviews. His review videos are like some of my favorites. So some great stuff. Dang it, Bobby. Hank Hill, I got something just for you, bud. I got something this is literally just for you. I don't mean this towards you, but this is a little Hank Hill clip that I got. You inspired me to do this. This is just...
The second I see some ass, I'm kicking it. For your next trick, why don't I kick your ass? Because I want to know whose ass to kick.
There we go. There's Hank kicking some ass. Hank Hill, thank you so much for being in the stream tonight. I appreciate it. Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. I'm going to kick your ass. I love it. Grasshopper Studios. What's up? What's up? I love that name. Good stuff. Is Aaron Armstrong coming back as Michael Myers from the flashbacks at Halloween Kills? I wonder if they do any more flashbacks in Halloween Ends. I would be down for it personally because, listen, man, that shit was fucking awesome. I was immediately impressed in Halloween Kills. I was like, oh, no way. They brought back Hawkins. That's awesome. Then you give us this fucking flashback scene. I'm like, I am in, dude. Halloween Kills is going to be great. And it kind of peaks in the middle for me. But I loved it so much. I hope they do some more flashback scenes for sure. I can't remember. They said it's like, whoever plays Dr. Loomis in the new movies is someone who just apparently looks like has the likeness of Donald Pleasance. They put some makeup on him, and fuck, he looks perfect. I mean, he looks just like how Donald Pleasance did in those movies. They fucking killed it with the flashback scenes. Like, I mean, like, Disney is trying to do that shit, with Disney is trying to do that shit with like the fucking new Star Wars stuff. They de-aged Mark Hamill, spoiler alert, I guess, for some of the shows that they got on there, and it looks fine, it's whatever. But how does Halloween Kills top all of that stuff by a long shot, in my opinion? That's why, like, when people discredit Halloween Kills, I'm like, you're forgetting about some of the cool shit that they did, man. That is easily the most impressive recreation of something from the past I have ever seen, is those flashback fucking scenes in Halloween Kills. That is so, the attention to detail is perfect. I mean, absolutely fucking perfect. It's great. I don't know. That's my one thing about Halloween Kills that I just cannot get past. The recreation of some of the older stuff is perfect. So here's the thing with Bodies x3. A lot of people are waiting to see this on a lot of people are waiting to see it when it comes out. I know, like, even Craven Something Scary hasn't been able to see it yet. I personally think it would be fine if we talked about spoilers, but I'm gonna say let's wait, just because we have probably a few people who haven't seen it yet, and that's like the twist is the biggest thing about Bodies. Like, if it wasn't for that twist, I'd be like, yeah, I think Lee, if I'm, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even think it comes out for you, right? You got to see it next month. I don't even think it comes out in your country yet. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't even think it's like Nope. I think just released in some countries, to my knowledge, as well. And Bodies also isn't coming out until way later, to my knowledge. I could be wrong about Bodies, but I know Nope got delayed until August for some other countries. So let's not talk about spoilers yet. Soon though. I will say soon though. We can probably just talk about it. But that's especially with bodies. I wouldn't want to spoil that for somebody. Just because like my one thing about bodies. If it wasn't for that twist, I don't think I would like it as much. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Twist is good. Very well written movie, I think. Yeah, that's really all I can say without spoiling things. Curse of Chucky is my favorite. Feels like Psycho and Chucky. Ooh, Curse is a great fucking movie. I love Curse and Cult, honestly. I don't know, man. I think those are very fuckable movies. Those movies are awesome, man. Oh, I think they're a lot of fun. Hopefully the series can amount to what the movies we're doing. I personally like all the movies. I think all the fucking Child's Play movies are all of them are great. Even Seed, like I think Seed even has a lot of things that I can appeal to that are fun, that are also very specific to it. Seed does feel like a sequel to Bride specifically, but it also goes a little more in depth with the camp and gets a little crazier and a little sillier. There are very memorable scenes from that movie. So I don't know, man. I'm like, I fucking love the movies, but the series just hasn't gotten up there for me yet. Like I think season 2 will be better, but we'll just have to see, man. They got to find that balance between the legacy and new characters, or I'm going to start losing interest. We'll just have to see, man. We'll just have to see. I can't wait for that discussion. Me too, man. I can't wait to talk about that with everybody. It was so fun talking with Carrie the other day, talking spoilers. It was great. Some good stuff. More jump scares in Scream 6. Ooh, interesting. I will say Red Right Hand has a few jump scares that one in particular I'm proud of. We had to cut one because it just didn't. I can't wait to tell that story. I can't really talk about it, but there's a few jump scares in Red Right Hand, so I think you'll like that. I'll never understand the hate for jump scares. I don't think they're cheap at all. You know how hard it is to set up a jump scare correctly? Like that is not fucking easy. Man, I like after trying to do it a couple times now, like we did a jump scare in the first Red Right Hand that I think it's okay. It's not bad. We should have set it up a little better, I think, with some different shots. But I still, my buddy Joey though, I watched when I was working at Chipotle, I was showing my buddy Joey Red Right Hand, and there's a jump scare where Ghostface jumps out of the backseat of the car, and he jumped so fucking far back, and I was like, that nothing made me feel better in the entire. That was the best thing that came from the proof of concept, in my opinion, was being able to see this guy I worked with just when he saw that for the first time. He really liked that. I just thought it was cool. So, what's up, Mr. Rick? What's up? What's up? Just coming home from seeing Bodies. What a twist! Liked it. Hell yeah. Just no spoilers, Mr. Rick, because Lee has not seen it yet. She's in the chat who has not been able to see it yet. And I'm sure there's some other people who have not been able to see it either. So just no spoilers just yet. But hell yeah, that twist was awesome. I don't mind jump scares, but please set them up like Yes. Oh my God. James Wan is a fucking master at jump scares. And it's funny because with the Conjuring films, when it's not James Wan's directing, you can kind of tell sometimes, unless it's Annabelle Creation specifically, which is also fantastic. But man, some of the jump scares in like Curse of La Llorona, for example, those jump scares just don't land at all because they're just not set up right. So you got to do them right. They're a very difficult thing to set up correctly, I think. So I personally just don't think they're cheap at all. Like if something is really difficult to set up and can effectively do its job, I don't think that's cheap. It's just a different way of scaring people, personally. New sub here. Welcome, Melody. Welcome. I love these talks. Good. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're having a fun time. That's why we do it, baby. So I hope you're enjoying this. Melody, thank you for joining. Welcome to the KillJoy cult. Good stuff. Oh my God. Oh, that scene was so good. Yes, no, I totally agree. That shit scared the fuck out of me the first time I saw it. I saw Annabelle Creation. I went on a date with a girl, and I saw this for the first time, and I was more scared than the girl I took on the date with me, and that was so funny. that was fucking. That one in particular scared the fuck out of me too. So nice. Oh man, I love I love that movie so much. The other Annabelle movies are good, but Annabelle Creation is fucking solid. Love it. I let out a minimum of 4 cuss words when jump scares hit just right. I still think the Insidious jump scare from that first movie, that's still like the one that got me the most. Oh, that is so fucking terrifying. But yeah, no, for sure. That one in Annabelle Creation though is so good. I'll have to rank the Conjuring movies again. I think I did that once. Did I do that? I can't remember if I did that or not. I was gonna do that video, but I can't remember if I actually did it or not. Conjuring. I did a jump count, which was that video was so good. I loved that. That got like no views too. Yeah, so I tried to, like, straight up, like, I'm just gonna be completely honest. I tried to copy Dead Meat. I tried to copy Dead Meat and do a jump scare count a long time ago, back in like, when the fuck was this? Early 2021, I did this. And I was like, man, this would be such a cool idea, like to do a jump scare count in a video. And it's not doing very well. It's got 400 views, and I posted it over a year ago. So yeah, probably not going to continue that series, unfortunately, but I thought it was fun conceptually. It was a fun time to make that. So if you guys are looking for some crazy films like that, I did a jump count on the first Annabelle and the first Conjuring. So I personally think those are great videos. I think they were a lot of fun to make. So if you guys haven't seen those, I recommend them. But yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff on this page. Jump scare count sounds so creative though. I thought it was cool, you know, like, and it's very like, I was very self-aware that I was like definitely just taking the Dead Meat formula and doing it with jump scares. Like, and I think I even make fun of myself in the video, and I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm dollar store James A. Janice, haha. So like, I think because it was so tongue-in-cheek, it worked. I think if I was just trying to be like presenting this like it's my own original idea, it wouldn't have worked at all. But I think for that reason it works. But it just, you know, didn't blow up, unfortunately. I was hoping it would do a little better than that, but yeah. But yeah, some good stuff. The Nun is scary as fuck. The Nun has grown on me. That's what I'm gonna say. I didn't like The Nun the first time I saw it, but the more I watch it, the more I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. And it's all because of Bonnie Aaron's performance. Like, she fucking is amazing in that movie, I think. And if it wasn't for her playing the Nun, I'd be like, whatever. But she's fucking awesome in that movie. So some of the jump scares don't hit for me in The Nun. And I really thought they would. Like, some of them do, though. Like, towards the end, oh my god, that third act is fucking terrifying. But getting there is kind of rough for me, personally. But regardless, I'm so excited for The Nun 2. I can't wait for that. And I hope we get a... Oh my god. We need to get that video more views. Well, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. Yeah, hey, you know, maybe it's something I return to when I'm a bigger channel. That would be cool. That would be sick. I'd be totally down to do more of those. It was such a fun video to make, so I would love to do more. The thumbnail for it sucks. Like, I'm looking at the thumbnail and I'm like, why would I make that? I did not know how to make thumbnails in 2021. It's funny. But yeah, no, wow, this has been a crazy. Lights Out 2, yeah, I'd be down for that. If the director would stop making superhero movies and start making horror movies again, that would be great. Hot take. I love the Shazam movies. They're good. The first one's good. I'm excited for the second one, but why is all these horror directors, man, they're all making superhero movies now? Like, I'm so afraid that Radio Silence, they're gonna get off of Scream 7 and go make fucking a Superman movie or some bullshit, and I'll be like, dude, come on, man, stop taking these horror directors away from the fucking genre, dog. Come on, let's get those jump scare views. Yeah. Ooh. Lee knows what's up. Okay, getting back on topic here because we've been going kind of off the rails. We're 2 hours into this motherfucker though, so who cares what happens? Ghostface is saying, I want to see Tara walking down a hallway in the university where the lights are flickering on and off, even if it's a nightmare, and Ghostface sprints towards her and gets faster every time the light flickers. Ooh. I'm down to do, you know, that kind of reminds me of the scene in Halloween 2018 when Michael is like moving around and the lights are turning on and off. Kind of gives me those vibes a little bit. I'd be down for something like that, but with Ghostface. Ooh, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. That'd be sick. Man of Steel 2, yeah, like I'd see it for sure. But does Radio Silence need to do that and go from doing horror movies to that? I'd say no. We're seeing a lot of this. We're seeing a lot of these horror directors go and make superhero movies. Like this isn't a superhero movie, but like Adam Wingard, I think is doing, like he did the new Godzilla vs. Kong. And like, I don't know, man, to me, that's just like a waste of Adam Wingard as a director. He's fucking awesome. And I just feel like, yeah, and he's doing the next Godzilla vs. Kong movie. And it's just like, he's all wrapped up in that now. I bet he's under contract to do like a shit ton of fucking Godzilla vs. Kong movies. And I don't care. Like, I think Godzilla vs. Kong was cool, but like, it was just okay to me. And like, this is the same guy that did fucking You're Next and The Guest. I love those movies. I don't know. I just love those so much. And he's featured in VHS and VHS 2. Man, I don't know. I haven't seen, did he do Death Note? Did he do Death Note 2017? Oh God. Oh, he did. Oh, Adam, why would you do that movie? Oh, that's such a shame. Did he direct Blair Witch though? He did. I actually like Blair Witch 2016. I think it's great. I don't know. I think it's a solid found footage movie. It's nothing like, oh shit, this is great, but it's fun. It's a fun found footage movie. But Adam Wingard's a fucking amazing director. The Guest and You're Next, both of those films are so fucking fun. I love those a lot. So, but yeah. Have you done a Blu-ray collection video? If you are a channel member or Patreon supporter, that video is deep in my catalog somewhere. I did it earlier this year. Did I upload that for channel members? I don't think I did. I'm going to have to... maybe I do an updated one. I don't think that would be something I would do on my main page, but I would do it for my channel members and Patreon supporters for sure. So maybe I do an updated one for a special video at some point. So Hawkins House of Horror is here. What's up, Hawkins? How's it hanging? What's up? Francisco is here as well. Hey, what's up? Your hat is sick. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just got this from the old Spirit Halloween, because my friends work there and they gave me a discount. That's the only reason I'm spending money there, which is awesome. There's so many cool lighting shots you can do in an NYC setting. Absolutely. You can definitely do that chase scene, You do a chase scene down like an alleyway or something. Think about how cool that would be. I would love to see some... I want an alleyway chase scene. It's so simple, but so effective. I think that would be great. I think that would be fucking dope. This is killing my ears so fucking bad. Oh, man. Holy shit, I gotta let these dogs out and breathe just a little bit. Oh, I don't want to show my hair because it's disgusting, but yeah, there you go. We're gonna what if I just do this the rest of the stream? No, we're gonna just do this. I don't need to listen to my banging music that we're listening to on this stream. We can just fucking vibe. Fuck it. The invitation is coming out this Thursday, everybody. I will be doing a review of it for either Thursday night or Friday morning. I'm going with a buddy, airing out the ears. Yeah, I'm very excited for this movie. It looks decent. PG-13 rating kind of has me scared, but I'm excited for it regardless. I hope it's good. I hope it's a bang. Hope it's another banger. So I'm gonna go check it out. Do a little review of it for either Thursday night or Friday morning. So check that out when you can. My review videos don't suck anymore. So at least I don't think so. I mean, I think they're better now. I don't think they're great, but I've gotten better at reviewing movies. So there you go. Actors you believe would kill it in a horror film. I could see Emma. Oh, absolutely, to Emma Stone, especially since she auditioned as Laurie. Man, that would have been a much different movie if Emma Stone was the lead in that. Oh, that would be awesome. I did not know that about her auditioning for Laurie. Ooh. I fucking love Emma Stone. If anybody was my celebrity crush as a young man, it was absolutely Emma Stone. She is fucking amazing in everything. I saw the movie Easy A and it was all over. I was like, holy shit. Emma Stone is awesome. She's also great in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, but unfortunately those movies are just not great. But I would love to see her in a horror movie or a Scream movie, especially. She would be fucking awesome in one of these. But yeah, 100%. Her as the final girl in a horror movie. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'd be absolutely down for that. That would be fucking insane. Superbad turns 15. Fuck yeah. Oh, I got in trouble at the school I went to as a kid for watching that movie on my PlayStation Portable. I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. I was watching Superbad, and the scene with all the dicks comes up, and my teacher comes over. I think I was in like third or fourth grade, and my teacher comes over and is like, "Oh, what are you watching?" And like I got a detention and everything. It was awesome. Some good stuff. I have seen Sorority Row. I actually really like it. I dig it. That's Josh Stolberg, right? Yeah. No, I like that movie. It's good. Actually I do need to do a rewatch of it, but Sorority Romance, it's a fun movie. I think it's better than what most people give it credit for. I really enjoy it. Keep on rocking, KillJoy. Every video gets better all the way from the UK. Michael, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Emma Stone movie. Oh, that's her Emma Stone movie debut. Oh, okay. I don't think I knew that. Dope. Yeah, dude, Emma Stone's fucking awesome. She's great. I would love to have, her in a horror movie would be fucking awesome, man. Oh, that would be great. I don't know if I'd want to do like a stereotypical slasher with her or what I would want to do, but I do really enjoy her as an actress. She's awesome. She's great. Everything I've seen her in, she's great too. So Easy hate, yeah. Me too. Me too, 100%. The Black Phone sequel already coming. Ooh, did they just announce that? Because I know there was talks to do it, but it wasn't like 100% yet. But dope. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, I'm gonna sign out. I'm gonna sign off right now, but I will say this: the Night Watch Zone, I believe, is currently streaming, and Craven Something Scary will be streaming tonight as well. Make sure to check out their streams. They are good friends of the channels, so make sure to check them out. Check them out. There's some badass fucking channels out there. So thank you guys for watching tonight. Thank you for everyone who threw in a super chat in there. It really helps this channel continue to keep making content like that. I wouldn't be able to do it without your guys' support, so I really appreciate everyone who throws super chats out there. It means a whole lot. Thank you to everyone who's a channel member as well. That, once again, another thing that keeps the channel going. I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. You guys are the best. And thanks for hanging out tonight. If you're just hanging out, listening, throwing comments in there, not throwing comments, whatever. I love and appreciate all of you. So thank you so much for hanging out, talking horror with me. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.